Hey, hi everybody. Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show. Oh man, look at this empty room right here. I'm really proud to be here. It's just me. So, awesome. Let's make it really all about me. Welcome to the show, everybody. If you look behind me, right there, that is a copy of the Declaration of Independence, my friends. And I'm really happy to be here. Welcome everybody listening on IRN Broadcast, the Internet Radio Network, irnbroadcast.com. Also, WBR-FM in beautiful London, the Wigan Borough. I appreciate you guys listening. I hope you enjoy the show. Also, everybody on Twitch and Periscope, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, already a badass chat room going on. Scruffy, Little Lemmy, Draclonis is there. Whew, welcome to the show, everybody. Yeah, last minute, no call, no show by one Miss Holland Mimo, so it's just me tonight. It's going to be a long ride, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I got a lot to talk about. I think it's going to be a really good show. Call the show, 727-550-7886, and we have open lines all night. That's what I do when I don't have a co-host. Yeah. Anyway, watch out for Nick Cage. All right. I'll be going back and forth with the chat room all night as well. I'd also like to thank our sponsor tonight, marijuanagolf.com. Go to marijuanagolf.com and get your golf apparel for the medicated golfer. I'm not much of a pothead, never really was, probably never going to be, but I do support the, wonderful medicinal qualities of the marijuanas for those that do indulge. And I also like golf, and it's been an honor and a pleasure to have marijuanagolf.com sponsor our show. So if you go to marijuanagolf.com, type in The Kevin Holly Show, all one word, in the promo box at checkout and get 10% off anything in the store. From golf balls with their logo to golf bags, hats, beautiful breathable golf polos. And tee it up high, hit the green. Anyway, oh yeah. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. Can I get a thanks? Granny loves getting banned. Yeah, thank you. Granny loves getting banned. Hell yeah, marijuana golf, Scruffy. It's a cool line of products for the medicated golfer. So. I know a lot of people like to smoke pot before they golf or while they're golfing, and I totally get that. It's a relaxing game, and, I enjoy golfing a lot. I love going outside and being in the woods and the wilderness and with all the animals. Florida's got 3,000 beautiful golf courses, so I suck at golf, but, whatever. Also, I'd like to mention this is the first show of our 7th year doing the Kevin Holly Show, so welcome, everybody, and thank you for all of the support over the years. You guys have been fantastic. If it wasn't for you listening and engaging and sharing the show and just beating me up left and right, making fun of me, I wouldn't be doing it. So it's an honor and a pleasure for me to entertain you, and I hope you do enjoy the show. It's not the inaugural stream, Lil Lemmy. That was last week, but it is the inaugural stream for the 7th year of the show, so that's kind of cool. At some point in the first segment, if somebody calls in and wants to play a game, I've got a few games lined up. I was going to play with Holland, but I'll play with callers instead. I've also got some news I want to get into and some other things, just ridiculous things that have been going on around. And it's just ridiculous from Afghanistan to mandates for masks and vaccines and people losing their opportunities, and it's just ridiculous to me. So I don't want to bring it down, but we will touch on that stuff just because, you kind of have to. If it wasn't for people like Patrick Welsh, myself, Shannon Burke, you wouldn't get to hear the stories that the mainstream media and big tech is suppressing. I think it's important, and that's another reason why I do this show. Although we like to keep it more, comedic, and we like to support local bands and comics. And by the way, the opening song was Coming Home the Band, which is a fantastic duo, was a trio, rest in peace, Jason. It's just fantastic music, and I will be playing some more from Coming Home the Band throughout the show because they've been totally cool to us. And I want to repay the favor. And I know I'm not that guy that gets out and goes to see these shows. I wish I did, but I've got children. I'm a single dad. It kind of sucks that I can't get out as much as I used to, but I do plan to, now that my children are a little bit older. My oldest daughter is driving now. I bought her an old Mercedes, and she's doing pretty good. So it's finally like they're at the same school at the same time together. And you know, being able to have one daughter drive the other daughter to school with her in the morning gives me a lot more opportunity. So you know, maybe I'll stay out late one of these nights. And I know I missed the trifecta with Murder the Crow and Cruel Curses. And I think Coming Home had other things to do. But those three bands play together a lot locally, and they're just fantastic. So I can't wait to get back out there. I know I get a lot of heat, and I get made fun of a lot for never showing up or ghosting or whatever. But hold on, I scratch my balls. Oh, yeah. Woo! It's going to be a fun night, man. Jeff Adams in the chat. Be-doo. Thanks, dude. Yeah, time to live life, man. I agree, dude. It's all about that, man. You know, there's so many opportunities to get out there and enjoy life, and at the same time, it's incredibly important to me to be a dad. So, you know, it is what it is, man. But Scruffy says, marijuana golf? What's next? Rum bowling? Vodka darts? Tequila axe throwing? That's hilarious. Yeah, I hear you, man. Shane B says, need a hand? I could always use a hand, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, definitely, yeah. Anybody that wants to call the show tonight, please do. 727-550-7886. I'd like to start the show with one of my favorite sound bites. Oh, if I could pull it up on this old freaking tablet. Oh, my goodness gracious. You guys remember when Obama was cool? I do. He's from Hawaii, man. He was,
We were in goddamn Hawaii at a local Waikiki bar.
I miss those days. Oh, look, we're getting a call. I love it. All right, let's go right to it. Let's get this show started, baby. Woohoo! Hey, you're live on the Kevin Holly Show. Who's that?
Yeah, where the fuck's my swag pack at, bro? Here we fucking go. Let's do it, man. Let's fucking do it. Where's the fucking swag pack at?
I got your swag pack right here, man. I just got done dipping my balls on it.
I'm about to come down to the studio and beat that ass over there.
Oh,
man.
come on, go easy.
Waiting for like 3 months.
It hasn't been that long.
Swag pack.
Who is this?
Dude, it's been a while. This is, you know who this is, dude. This is a drunk guy that was calling for most of the time. Got to answer the question right. Brennan,
It's in the mail.
I want my swag pack. You know who the fuck this is?
Oh, no, you're laughing hysterically, so it's hard to gauge your voice. Wait, can I guess?
Well, I mean, dude, I'm just trying to figure out what my swag pack is.
Oh, man, I sent a whole bunch of them out, and I still have more. I had to wait for more stuff to come in the mail, but yeah, definitely, man.
You prioritize everyone else. That's awesome.
Hey, man, go easy.
I'm just fucking with you.
I was in El Dorado. El Dorado, whatever.
It's awesome, dude. Yeah, bro. Send me his fucking swag pack. You know I earned it with that question.
All right, you got it.
Thanks, man.
Send me a DM if you haven't already, and because I still don't know who the hell you are, man. Is this Ryan?
You know who I'm at, bro. I'll send you a DM right now. This is Brennan, bro.
Oh, Brennan! Oh, dude. Okay, yeah. Send me a DM,
Yes,
Brennan. I don't know if I have your address. I would be happy to send you out something, man. Do you like to drink beer?
Absolutely.
I've got a big ass beer mug with your name on it, my friend, with the show logo and all that stuff.
Good, my dude. Awesome, dude. I'll be tuning into your show, and I'll send you over my Addy.
All right, dude. Cool. Thank you for calling, man. I appreciate that. And dude, for real, I will send it out, man. Now it's been so long, man. How have you been?
I'm doing good, bro. Just kind of hanging out, man, working, all that good shit, drinking.
All
you know,
right,
I like
yeah.
to drink, so
Oh,
the
that's
usual.
cool. You seem like
getting all fucked up.
You drinking Natty Light tonight or what?
Oh, no, Natty Ice, dude.
Ice.
The lights don't do it for me anymore, man. I gotta go with the Ices now.
With the ISIS? You're gonna join ISIS?
Loco, maybe a loco here and there, you know.
Oh, that's great, man. Hey, congrats on your success, though. I've been following you on Facebook, and you're always posting videos of you know, inspirational type, like make some money kind of things. You know what I mean? And I like that about you. That's good, man.
That's what it's all it's about, man. Making money, getting fucked up and making money.
I love this guy. All right, Brendan, man. Send me that DM, man. I'll look for it.
All right, sounds good, brother. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, man. Thanks, man. See you.
All right, bye.
Hell yeah. Look at that. Brennan, badass. Oh, man, I love it. You know what I mean? You got to enjoy it. You really do. You have to have a lot of fun. Otherwise, what are you really doing? You know, if you're not having a good time, why get out of bed? You know, and if you're not having a good time and you can't get out of bed, turn on the Kevin Ellis Show. I'll help you out, man. I'll lift you up. Looking at the chat room, you're my favorite Wednesday night thing. Oh, man, that's super sweet. And coming from Jeff, wow, man, that means a lot, actually. That's really cool. You're my favorite Monday through Friday 3 to 7 thing, bro. Sometimes you might not see me in the chat on your show, but I listen on the app, you know, anytime I can. I even bought, dude, I don't even know if I should even, but Jeff, I bought those stupid little earbuds, you know, the little AirPods. I bought the cheap brand and put them in my in my ear so I could listen to your show while I'm out and about doing my thing. You know what I mean? So that's cool as shit, man. It really is. Oh, pardon my French. I want to be radio friendly. Hey, ho. Speaking of hey, ho, I bought a vinyl record of Rodney Dangerfield from 1980. And, oh my God, is it funny. My brother and I were staring at the record player, listening to this thing skip around and play his stand-up from 1980. And it was incredibly funny, like super funny. There's Brennan's Treasure Island, Florida. That's not even far from me. I should hook up with you, dude. Like not like, you know, nothing gay. I mean, it's okay if you are, but it doesn't make me gay. But anyway, I'll tell you what, man. Rodney Dangerfield was just flooring me. The things that he did in 1980 were so freaking funny that, I mean, that what was that, 40 years ago? You know, that was like 41 years ago. And he was out there just taking questions, like, okay, it's time for questions. And he was just owning it. Looking back at the chat room, Little Lemmy says, give it time. You got to drink the Natty Daddies, says True Clarence, 12.5% alcohol. I'm out, guys. I got to go. Got to watch anime. Okay, no, well, you got better things to do. Okay, see you later, Little Lemmy. Yeah, that's hilarious, man. I'm getting all these messages going on here. This is great. You know what? I kind of love doing solo shows, to be honest with you. It feels like I have total control, and it's just so organic, you know, where you just get to, you know, just interact with people without weird bits, you know. If I could take phone calls for 3 straight hours, I wouldn't even take a break, you know. When I'm on Patrick Welsh's show, we don't even take a break. 4 straight hours is badass. Anyway. Scrubby put a rocket ship, what is that, to the moon? Because Brennan's like a Robin Hood guy. Oh, we got another one. Let's take it. Hell yeah. All right, where are we at here? I got to plug that shit in. Here we go. Hey, you're live on the Kevin Holly Show. Who dat?
Hey, yeah. Is this a Kevin Holly show?
Yeah. Is this? No way. Is this old Justin Chambers?
Yeah, man. I'm banned from Facebook. I've seen you live.
Damn, dude, you got banned? What'd you get banned for?
Well, as you know, I live in Southern Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
We grow a lot of corn around here.
Okay.
And you know, I was talking to this guy in Indiana, Southern Indiana.
Well, there's more than corn in Indiana. We all know this.
Yeah. Well, you know, he was trying to say that, you know, their corn was better than ours, and I'm like, no, dude, our corn's way fucking better than yours. We've got better corn. I'm like, fuck Indiana corn. Like, your corn fucking sucks. And he gets all offended and shit. And he's like, them's fighting words where I come from.
Wow.
I'm like, well, yeah. I'm like, okay, bring it on there, Mr. Hoosier. I'll fucking cross that river. Cross that river. I fucking dare you. I'll beat you with an ear of Ohio corn.
Hell yeah, you will.
Me for being violent.
Yep, you're inciting violence. You're bullying, dude. You can't beat people with corn. That's bullying. Oh, man.
Dude, first off, if I was going to beat somebody with something, it wouldn't be an ear of corn. Like, you wouldn't even hurt anyone with an ear of fucking corn.
You could like digitally rape them with the corn, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wouldn't suggest that, but, you know, I mean, if you're going to go that far.
You'd have to be pretty ripped to really hurt someone with an ear of corn. And like, I'm a little guy. I'm a skinny dude.
Hey, Justin.
Muscles, you know?
I saw your recent pictures. Calm down, Justin.
Sorry.
I saw your pictures
I'm really
recently.
passionate about porn.
I know. You're passionate about a lot of things. I saw pictures of you lately, and you're passionate about your wardrobe, dude. You were dressed like urban fucking cowboy the other day on Facebook, standing out in front of your trailer, getting ready to go down to the theater and perform. For those of you that don't know, during the break, I always play Beer Truck from Justin Chambers. You've become this Johnny Cash type of musician at your young age. You just turned 23. Happy birthday, bro.
Yeah, thanks, man.
So,
Dude,
I gotta say, I really enjoy when you do the Facebook Lives and you play like 5 or 8 songs and it's always like old time string music or traditional country music. Not this pop country bullshit, but you play like really older stuff, things that you're passionate about, and I think that I suggested this to you before. You need to put like a link on it or in the comments somewhere with your PayPal, like a virtual tip jar. I'm not afraid to throw $5 or $10 at somebody that's performing live on Facebook for people that are on lockdown. The whole of Canada is still locked down. It's not just us.
I can put a link on your live stream if you don't care if I do that.
I would be please do. Yeah, absolutely, man. And I tried to give you a virtual tip. I think it was last night or the night before when you went live, and I couldn't remember my PayPal password. It was late, and I just went to bed.
Oh shoot!
Sorry.
Oh man, never mind. I'm back something on my other account, and it didn't tell me why. They just don't like me.
No, it's yeah, I know, dude. It's anybody that has an opinion that doesn't go directly with something slightly right of Jane Fonda is immediately squelched, banned, throttled, suppressed. It's ridiculous, dude. You're a kid. You're 23 years old. You're playing music online, and for people to follow you. Give me a break.
You reported me the other day for talking about. I think I got reported on my other account for making jokes about ketamine because people were doing
Hey, I mean,
people are like taking fucking livestock dewormer, and I'm like it. I don't think that stuff's gonna help you, but I mean, I don't know, but like you'd probably be better off. Like you'd have a way better time if you done ketamine, which is horse tranquilizer.
How about if you took a little bit of ivermectin and ketamine and just microdosed both of them? I think you'd be fine.
I don't know. I think the invertamine would probably just give you the shits from.
Well, you think about it. You said it perfectly when you said, "I don't really know." And there's been so much buzz about ivermectin being a good therapeutic for people that suffer from COVID. Excuse me. And, sorry. And unfortunately, it doesn't fit the narrative. It's not big pharma. It's $1 a dose or less than that, So, of course, they're going to make fun of it and say that, well, you shouldn't take ivermectin. It's a horse dewormer. It's also been prescribed to humans for like 30 years for like malaria and other things or whatever the hell it was. I'm not a doctor, but, it's a classic example of people hearing and then parroting what they hear because anything other than mainstream media is getting throttled right now. So, for you to make a joke about ketamine as it relates to ivermectin, I think is brilliant. I've never heard anybody else make that comparison. Yeah, you'd have a much better time taking a little bit of ketamine.
Yeah, that's a problem, and it's not really even a political thing. It's like all of a sudden everyone thinks they're an expert on fucking medicine and shit like that, It's just like I said, I don't know. It could help. Hell, that could be the cure.
Yeah, you're not a doctor. I'm not a doctor, Who knows, man? But the fact of the matter is that they're not letting us talk about it amongst ourselves. And that's censorship. And as a musician, you should be pissed off about that, Any artist should be pissed off about that. What the hell's happening?
Facebook, I used to have a lot of fun on here when I was younger. I used to make, funny videos and stuff, and I'd get on here, I'd make jokes about blowjobs and shit, and nothing ever happened. I never got banned. Just recently is when I started getting banned for just having fun.
Yep, I agree, man. I've been I think I've been flagged for sharing certain things, and then if I dare say I'll bite your kneecaps off, which I got 30 days for that. It's because I was already on a list for my political opinions or for the show or whatever, just on social media, not for what I say, but what I type. And once you cross that path, once you cross that bridge, you're open season for, look what he finally said, algorithm this, algorithm that, you're banned. You know what I mean? It's bullshit, man.
They gave me 30 days for telling someone I'd beat them with an ear of corn. That's not as bad as saying that you cut your fucking somebody's kneecaps off. I should only got like 10 days at the most. Like, you know.
I agree, man.
Someone with an ear of corn, they're going to survive. You cut somebody's kneecaps off, they're going to be fucked up for life.
Well, I said bite, bite their kneecaps off. It was a Monty Python joke, like, I'll bite your legs off because I'm short. And the guy I was making fun of was tall, It's ridiculous, dude. Granny Loves Getting Banned is in the chat room right now, and she says if you put enough butter on an ear of corn, you can actually have sex with it. Have you ever tried that, Justin?
I've never tried to fuck any unicorns before.
No, an ear of corn, not a unicorn. Are you on ketamine? Are you on ketamine right now?
No, I'm not on ketamine. I'm just fucking. I'm crazy. I've been drinking some Miller High Lifes.
Oh yeah, the nectar of the gods, right there. Yeah.
Well, country girls out here in the sticks, they don't buy vibrators. I mean, that's what they use the corn for. That's why Ohio corn tastes so good.
Yeah, argue about that with the fucking Ohio with the Indiana people. There's more than corn in Indiana. Remember that? Oh man, Scruffy said I'm a dwarf. Say that again.
I don't really have a problem with Indiana people. I was just joking with the guy, but anyway, got me banned. But I want to talk about. I started writing a new song today about the buzzards stalking me at work. I've been being stalked by black buzzards all week.
Oh, I'm not sure where this is going to go, but can you give us a little bit of a, maybe a little acapella?
Yeah, I'll do the chorus for you. So I work at a landfill picking up trash, and I got to climb to the top. This is all I got so far. I've been wanting to test it out on some people, so I'm going to test it out on. No one's heard this before because I'm not able to post anything right now.
Okay. Awesome. That's a premiere on the Kevin Holly Show right now with old Justin Chambers. Here we go. Let's do it, bro.
Yeah, all I got's the chorus, and I want your viewers to let me know what they think about it. So okay. I'm gonna go into it here. Mr. Black Buzzard, please don't eat me. I'm just trying to work and support my family. Well, Mr. Black Buzzard, don't eat me. I'm too damn skinny anyway. Mr. Black Buzzard, please go away. Oh, Black Buzzard, please don't eat me. Tomorrow I'll bring you some fried bologna.
You should bring him some fucking corn, bro.
Some corn.
Yeah.
Or fucking fried bologna and corn. That's.
You know what I mean, dude? That was beautiful, though. Very beautiful. I love your voice. How you're borderline ADD / autism / super southern / you don't give a fuck, / I'm 23 years old and I'm still learning about myself, and you just put yourself out there. And the last year and a half you've been playing shows everywhere. You went from busking to playing shows. You must be really proud of yourself.
Yeah, kind of. I played in West Virginia last weekend. They really like me down in Kentucky and West Virginia. Of course, I'm kind of in Southern Ohio. It's kind of in between West Virginia and Kentucky, kind of. So
that's badass, dude. Think about it. Like, as a young man, I remember watching you like 3 or 4 years ago. It was Camden from at the time it was the Cadillac Granger String Band, which is now the Stillhouse Shakers, and he turned me on to you because of the Beer Truck song. And I was like, who the hell is this kid? And then you just kept on doing it. You never stopped. And now you're playing shows and you've got your own sound, I think it's fantastic, dude. I think it's fabulous.
I think there's not a lot of people who I know that have followed me since I first started. But yeah, you followed me on Facebook and stuff since I first started, basically.
I feel like you're like a stepson to me. You know what I mean? But don't ask me for money or anything or a car, because I am. Yeah.
Well, I don't need a car. I need a van.
Yeah, there you go.
Move in.
Justin Chambers, everybody. Old Justin Chambers. Where can people find you? And throw a link for your PayPal in the chat. And tell people how they can follow you.
I can't because I'm not allowed to comment on this account. I just tried. So
yeah. I'll share it. I have it. I have it from the last time.
You can post it. Yeah, you guys can look me up on my Facebook, Old Justin Chambers, OLE Justin Chambers on there. You should see a picture of a guy in a big cowboy hat and a bolo tie or a really fancy Western shirt. That's me. I've got some Elvis sideburns going on right now.
Some pork chops. Hell yeah, you look like Fat Elvis, but you're not fat though.
Yeah. Needs and value.
I'm gonna throw your picture up right now on your Facebook. I got this. You guys can all take a peek here of what Old Justin Chambers looks like. Excuse me, and I hope people follow you and enjoy your music because I sure as hell do, bro.
I hope they do, man, and I appreciate it. People ever since I grew the sideburns, I've been getting like a lot of people have been telling me, you look like Elvis, and I'm just kind of like, well, that's cool and all, but just like don't let me die on the toilet. It's all I ask, you know.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I just I don't want to die on the toilet. Like, I mean, Elvis's favorite sandwich was a peanut butter and banana sandwich, fried. So. I mean, that dude was probably on the shitter a lot, you know what I mean? Like, what about, like, fruit mixed with the peanut butter? Man.
I don't know what to say about that, but, dude, I think it's, it's special to, to me, it's special when people, especially young people, reference or like Elvis. In this day and time, not many people really get keen to Elvis anymore. But he's the king of rock and roll for a reason, dude. You know what I mean? I've got a mechanical Elvis, toy on top of my dartboard in my bar at my house. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I like Elvis's music. I really like his style. The sideburns, like the cool shades and everything. I'm just hoping being a dumbass.
Old Justin Chambers, man. I'm going to play that beer truck song now. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to take some more calls and do the show here, but I appreciate you calling in.
Yeah, I'm going to keep watching. My phone's almost dead anyway. If nobody calls you back, maybe I'll give you a call back later or something.
All right, man. Anytime, man. You're totally welcome, man. We fucking love you out here, dude. So I'm going to play a couple of bits of you. All right, Justin. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, see you soon, man.
See you, bro. Justin Chambers. Old Justin Chambers, man. Check out this song. Here we go. You ready? One of my favorites. Hell yeah.
Well, if you wanna sing country music these days, and you wanna have a chart-topping hit, you can't sing about crying, you can't sing about dying. You just gotta sing truck, beer, truck. Truck, beer, beer, truck. Truck, beer, beer, truck.
Everybody!
Truck, beer, beer, truck. Truck, beer, beer, truck.
Oh, it's a little taste of old Justin Chambers. Just a fun kid to watch grow up and not be ashamed of who he is or what he does. It's a true artist right there. That's a kid that's trying and getting better and better at it. So I'm proud of Justin, and what a good time. What a good kid. Oh, my God. So cool. Looking in the chat room, Shane B says, Facebook keeps kicking me. Fascist book. I know, I hear you. Karen in Orlando, thanks for joining us tonight. Sir Buff drinks a lot. You keep changing your name, Shane. What's up? Oh, dude. What a week, man. What a ridiculous week we had. And what really kind of gets to me is, for 4 straight years while our president, 45, was in office, they cried constantly. When I say they, I mean the extremists of the left-wing, socialist, progressive, liberal, lunatic party. Not all Democrats, of course. I'm not generalizing all of them, but that extreme portion of them which just so happens to be the Speaker of the House, and freaking, yeah, the election was stolen from Hillary Clinton. It was stolen. There was fraud. It was Russiagate, blah, 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 blah. And that was on the news every 5 seconds, everywhere you went. That's all they ever played. But nowadays, God forbid, we question the integrity of the election or how they changed the election rules at the, with executive order or whatever you want to call it, when it should have went through the state legislature and legislature. Just drives me nuts, man. Like, how can they get away with complaining about the election for 4 straight years, and then as soon as it changes hands, when it was clearly, very fucking clearly an abuse of the election process, under the guise of, we need to make this, this voter suppression is what's happening. No, you're making it easier to cheat, and everybody knows it, except for even the people that were screaming about it know it. Don't tell me you don't. But we can't question it. We can't ask for an audit, or just, even if, forget the audit. Let's just ask for, a nice, clean, crisp election in the midterms and the next presidential election. That's all everybody wants. We know what happened in the last one, but God forbid we question it. 4 years straight, you guys can question it, but the rest of the majority of the people, not even arguably, the absolute majority of the people, we're not even allowed to discuss it amongst ourselves on social media. We get squelched, throttled, banned. It's just so stupid. It really is. Shane B says, oh my, I've heard that song before. He's bouncing between Facebook and YouTube. I appreciate that. Let's look at, is everything working? Yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, share the show. I'd appreciate it if you share the show. We got a lot of stuff tonight to talk about as well. The COVID numbers are down. In, I believe it was Texas. What did I just click on here? What the hell is this? Okay. The hospitalization numbers are down. The death numbers are down. Just a week later, the numbers are starting to go down. How is that not a number one story right now? Besides Afghanistan, like, how is that not on every news channel? Like, hey, congratulations, the numbers are down. Hospitalizations are down. People aren't dying. It's down. They don't want to talk about that because it doesn't fit the narrative. It's ridiculous. You would think that that's a top story, Oh, and I was thinking, like, I've got friends and family that are teachers, and some of them that are teachers are like, oh, this mask mandate thing is ridiculous, and others are like, oh, I'm around so many dirty, germy kids. I don't want to get it. I'm at high risk. And it's like, well, put yourself in a bubble then. Why? I just don't get it. To me, it's like mask mandates in schools are for scared teachers, and they're trying to mask up our kids who aren't at risk, so that they can conquer their own fears of catching COVID. Oh, if we mask all the germy kids, then we won't get the COVID. You know what? You're vaccinated. You keep saying these misconceptions about how the vaccine keeps you from getting it. It doesn't. That's not how this vaccine works. How many times do you have to be proven that that's not how it works? It suppresses the symptoms and hopefully it keeps you from having to go to the hospital and taking up hospital beds. It has nothing to do with whether or not you can catch it. It doesn't stop transmission. It's not an immunization. So to say that the kids need to be masked so that the adults don't get it. What do you do to the kids? And, the kids, just put your mask on and go get your Doritos at the Publix. Oh, it's not that big of a deal. My kid doesn't even care about the mask. Dude, there's so many things that are affecting these kids, that are symptoms of wearing the mask. I heard a story today on the radio that, I believe it was on Ed Till's show, where a caller called in and he said that, his youngest child has a speech impediment, and he's going through these speech therapy classes, but while he's like 5 or 3, and while he's in these speech classes, everybody's wearing a mask. How the hell are you going to teach a kid how to speak with an impediment like that with a mask on his face? It's ridiculous, all because the teachers don't want to catch it. And some of the teachers are like, I'm not going to catch it, or I'm vaccinated. If I do catch it, it won't be that bad. Or I've already had it and I've got the antibodies, or I'm not at risk because of my age or my health or whatever. But no, this teacher says that they caught it because that teacher's not wearing a mask, and that teacher got it from a student that wasn't wearing a mask. You can't prove where you got it. And to trivialize it in that respect, to make yourself feel better, it just boils my blood. I'll tell you what. It really does, man. And I can go on and I could do 3 hours on this, man. More than that. I could talk about this until the mandates are gone. You know, it drives me insane. Looking in the chat room, Karen says, yet they are at the football game and barely anyone is wearing a mask. Thank you, Karen. It's exactly. I even have that part written down right here. Yet they go out partying maskless. You know, you see the same teachers at the Publix or at the Bourbon on Main or you know, the Beef O'Brady's or whatever it might be in a group of 10, and it's not just their immediate family members, it's their friends, other teachers, whatever it might be, just like everybody else, okay? But everybody else isn't saying mask your kids at school so we don't get COVID. And how hypocritical of you to go out to the football games, to go out to the Beef O'Brady's and not wear your masks. Like, well, I wore my mask when I walked into the Beef O'Brady's. Oh, you did? Great. Thank you so much. You are just virtue signaling so well. Thank you for wearing that mask on your way from the front door to sit down and then you take it off. Like it's not going to float around the whole place, go through the AC system. Like you're not going to choke on your food or spit and cough while you're eating and talking at the same time. You think everybody's following these rules to a T? Hell no. We all know they're not. You know you're not. It's ridiculous. You're going to sit there and gaslight people and say that you're not wearing a mask. Oh, you're killing people. Yet you go out and not wear a mask. It's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life, and I can't believe people keep falling for it. And furthermore, I've got something here that, only a couple of people on the extreme left-wing, liberal, socialist, progressive side, the people that are just left of Jane Fonda, just left of Robert De Niro, just slightly left of Alyssa Milano, these people are discrediting other doctors. So that doctor's okay because it fits your narrative, but not that doctor because he's saying something totally different, or she's saying something totally different. I've got a nice clip here I'm going to play for y'all. Here, check this out. This is Dr. Christina Parks, and she's explaining why mRNA COVID vaccines should not be mandated, and it's House Bill 4471. Here we go.
Hello, my name is Dr. Christina Parks. I received my PhD in cellular and molecular biology right here in the state of Michigan from University of Michigan Medical School. And so I'm very well versed in the science of both these mRNA gene therapy vaccines, this kind of technology, as well as what a vaccine is designed to do in the body, what it can do, what it can't do, and the fact that this is extremely complex science that has been oversimplified in the media to basically take away our freedom of choice.
It's been oversimplified in the media. That explains why so many people are like, get vaccinated for somebody else. Well, here's a truth bomb for you. This vaccination for COVID-19, all 4 of them are not immunizations. It's not going to stop the spread. The CDC says it themselves. The manufacturers' websites say it themselves. It's not new. It's not some kind of like, earth-breaking technology that nobody knew about before. It's always been this way. We'll carry on.
Choice. What I want to address today in this limited time is the fact that vaccine requirements and mandates are based on the faulty assumption that the vaccines in question prevent transmission of the pathogen, right? Does the vaccine for DTaP prevent transmission? No. Does the vaccine for flu prevent transmission? No.
And before you say, well, it's not the flu, it's not DPAP, just listen for a moment. Because I know the people that I sent this link to, some of them anyway, didn't ever open it or watch it. But just take an opportunity for a moment and check this out.
Do the vaccines for COVID prevent transmission? No. In fact, they were never designed to do that. All right, so you're asking, what about this 95% effectiveness? If you look at those clinical trials, they do not say that they prevent transmission. They expressly say that they're measuring whether they attenuate symptoms. So they're 95% effective based on their clinical trials at attenuating symptoms for the first variant, which is essentially gone.
So they suppressed symptoms. They attenuated symptoms. They turned the volume down on the symptoms for the original COVID-19 variant that was raging through the world, allegedly. Sure it was, but was it really a pandemic level? Well, based on the fact that they were faking the numbers, maybe not. So here we go.
In our population. Right now, the predominant variant is the Delta, and CDC Director Walensky basically said that these vaccines have no ability to prevent infection by and transmission of the Delta variant.
Yet you hear so many teachers and concerned parents and concerned citizens say, well, everyone in my family got the vaccine, so we have less of a chance of giving it to each other. No, you don't. You have less of a chance of going to the hospital because your body is more prepared to fight off the virus, but the old virus, not the new variant, not the Delta variant, right? Which is, so let's just continue to listen to this woman who is badass.
So our policy needs not to be built on the hope of what we think something we want it to do, but what the data actually tell us. So do these viruses do the vaccines prevent the virus from infecting and replicating in the nose and nasopharynx? No. They've only been shown to prevent that replication in the lungs. They're different. The mucosa is very different than the lungs. It's very different than the blood. You inject it to the blood, you make antibodies in your blood. The virus isn't infecting your blood. It's infecting your mucosa, and you don't produce any IgA to neutralize it. In fact, recent studies have shown that the vaccinated, especially with the Delta variant, and the unvaccinated have similar amounts of virus in their nose and throat.
So you're vaccinated or you're not vaccinated. You still, if you get it, which you probably will, because everybody's getting it, right? Whether or not you're vaccinated or not, you have a similar amount of the virus in your nose and throat, etc.
In Barnstable, Massachusetts, the CDC tracked an outbreak of 469 cases of COVID. 74% occurred in fully vaccinated, and 4 out of 5 of those hospitalized were vaccinated.
And that's a study, I don't know if you heard, from the CDC, the Center for Disease Control. So it's not some, made-up stat or meme or some quack doctor. These are facts. She's analyzing facts that's public record for everybody.
All right, so maybe they are mandating this because they just didn't know with the COVID. And so my main complaint is with our health agencies and the CDC, who basically know better and are misleading the public. So let's look at DTaP, which the scientists and the CDC have known since 2014 that the acellular pertussis vaccine does not prevent people from getting infected with the pertussis bacteria and passing it to others. In fact, it was never designed to do that. The vaccine was designed to neutralize the pertussis toxin. Pertussis, we know it as whooping cough. It can be fatal for children under 6 months. So neutralizing this toxin saves lives, all right? I'm not going to debate that. But what it doesn't do is neutralize the bacteria. So what happens is fully vaccinated children go to daycare, they pick up that bacteria, and they come home and they give it to their newborn brother or sister. They get deathly ill, and they go to the hospital. Hopefully, our medical professionals are able to save them. But who do they blame? Now the CDC is blaming anti-vaxxers for the limitations of this vaccine design. I suggest that they be transparent and tell parents that although it is preventing severe disease in their children, it is not preventing transmission because we have created a whole class of asymptomatic pertussis carriers who are increasing the disease. Now, the old DTP vaccine that many of you who are my age or older got did prevent transmission. When we switched to the safer acellular version, they knew that it was never designed to prevent transmission. It was safer, it had less adverse events, but pertussis cases have gone through the roof. There's a resurgence in pertussis because of the design of the vaccine, and the vaccinologists know this. They're trying to address it, and so we cannot mandate that something that does not prevent transmission.
Exactly. Something that does not prevent transmission, it should not be mandated. You should be able to take an antibody test just the same as you are able to take a vaccine for COVID. And if you have the antibodies, you're just like the vaccinated. So you should get an antibodies passport, right? I mean, trust the science. Well, here it is, right in front of you. If it's not designed to stop transmission, if it's not an immunization, then how can anybody blame somebody that's unvaccinated for infecting somebody that's vaccinated? How can a child be blamed when you have no idea where you got it from? It to me is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'll skip ahead a little bit. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to. There's only a few minutes left of this. Let's continue to break this apart and dissect this beautiful woman's information for everybody.
All right, what about the flu vaccine? Well, they have shown...
Oh, what aboutism? What about the flu vaccine? What about this? What about that? Scream at the sky. What about? Here's another little clue that I love to give to the people, the whataboutism people. Whataboutism is an excuse for you to be wrong. When you're proven wrong, you say, well, it's whataboutism. She's just saying, well, what about this or what about that? Nah, that's not what makes any sense. And then they don't listen. Let's listen.
That basically there's no difference, there's no statistical difference if you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, whether you get the flu or not. But it's even worse because although that first year it is somewhat effective, it's about 65% effective at preventing symptoms in you, after that it actually has negative efficacy. And I want to address this because it's very important. Vaccines are made to a specific variant, and when that variant mutates, the vaccine no longer recognizes it. And so it's like you're seeing a completely new virus. And because that's so, you actually get more severe symptoms when you're vaccinated against one variant, and then it mutates, and then your body sees the other variant. So there's the potential, and the science shows that, in fact, with the flu, if you get vaccinated in multiple years, you are more likely to get severe disease, you are more likely to have more viral replication, and you are more likely to be hospitalized, both in adults and in children. We are seeing the same thing in COVID with the Delta variant.
So I also want to let everybody know, as I say this over and over and over again, that I'm not a doctor. Go get vaccinated if you want to go get vaccinated. I'm against the mandates. Don't tell me what I have to do. I can talk to my doctor. I can listen to things like this. I can make up my own mind. I'm a grown-ass adult, and so is all the other adults. And to mandate something that's not designed to stop transmission is ridiculous. And people are finally starting to know about it. And thank God for shows like Patrick Welch's I'm Not Right and for Shannon Burke's show and for me out here doing the same thing. You wouldn't hear these things because guess what? You post it on Facebook and they remove it. You go to watch it on YouTube, they remove it. They don't want you to know these things. They don't want you to listen to this microbiologist, PhD doctor.
And so we are mandating that people get a vaccine that could actually make them more sick when they're exposed to the virus. In fact, this week, a paper came out, and what it showed is that with this Delta variant, when you're vaccinated, your body makes antibodies that are supposed to neutralize the virus. But they were supposed to neutralize the old variant. When they see this new variant, what they're doing is the antibodies are taking the virus and helping it infect the cells. All right, that science was just published this week. We need to be looking at the science, and we need our policy to reflect the science, and we also need it to reflect our rights.
Speaking of rights, she ends this epic episode with something that has to do with not just people's rights, but segregation. Listen to this.
Okay. And so, as a PhD who knows the science, I'm in the category of the most vaccine hesitant group. Yes, PhDs are the most vaccine hesitant, followed by people who have less than a high school degree because they know what they don't know and they don't trust their government. And many people, the other group that is very vaccine hesitant are African Americans. 70% of African Americans have not taken this vaccine. Why? Because they don't trust their government. Do they have reason not to trust their government? Well, between the years of 1930 and 1970, the CDC conducted the Tuskegee experiment, where they took untreated males with syphilis and they refused to treat them. Even after antibiotics.
Untreated African-American black people with syphilis, just to reiterate.
Became available, they still did not treat them, and they did not tell them that they had syphilis. They told those people that they were there to secure their health, and they did not secure their health.
So why the hell should they trust what's happening right now? It explains why they're at the bottom of the list of people with vaccinations. It explains why African Americans are so hesitant. You've got the PhD microbiologists and doctors being the most hesitant, and then you've got the other end of the spectrum, people without a high school education, or poor people, or African Americans specifically in this. And it's not a cut on African American. It's coming from an African American woman. She sure looks like an African American woman to me, and it also shows that you can become a doctor in America even if you're African American. African Americans have accountants. Okay, they know how to get an ID. African Americans can drive themselves to a voting place.
They abused them. You say, well, that was in the past, although I don't think 1970 was that long ago. Well, in 2012, whistleblower William Thompson came forward and said, we published a study that said MMR does not cause autism, but we lied. In fact, we shredded data that showed that when black boys are vaccinated on time, they have increased rates of autism diagnosis. And we shredded it and we left it out of the paper. As an African American and a PhD, I want to ask each of you, are we going to exclude 70% of African American people from the workforce and from education?
Let me play that again. God, this is so powerful. Listen to this again.
Time. They have increased rates of autism diagnosis.
Not the autism part so much,
and
but
we left it out of
the
the
general
paper.
idea. Listen.
As an African American and a PhD, I want to ask each of you, are we going to exclude 70% of African American people from the workforce and from education? Right? My ancestors did not work this hard. I come from a family that worked very hard, and I'm very aware that my privileges are dependent on the work of my grandmother and my great-grandmother,
yeah.
and I have great respect for these people that put me where I am. And yet you're telling me that my son will not be able to be educated if, based on the history of African Americans in this country, that he doesn't want to be vaccinated? All right, so I will leave you with that question. Who are we going to exclude from the workforce? Are we going to continue with discrimination and segregation in the United States of America? Thank you.
Hell yeah. One more time.
In this country, that he doesn't want to be vaccinated?
Who?
All right, so I will leave you with that question. Who are we going to exclude from the workforce? Are we going to continue with discrimination and segregation in the United States of America? Thank you.
Hell yeah. You know, are we going to exclude African Americans from our workforce based on their personal medical choice? Are we going to exclude people with a PhD? Are we going to fire doctors and nurses and other people that work in the medical field because they don't want to get vaccinated? Are you kidding me? When the data, the design of the vaccinations are not immunizations. It's not going to stop you from getting it or transmitting it. So getting a vaccination and having a card and a passport to go somewhere doesn't mean squat about you giving it to somebody or getting it and giving it to somebody else and transmitting it. It doesn't. If you want to get vaccinated so you don't end up in the hospital, fine. Please do. But if you don't want to, the government shouldn't tell you to, especially based on Tuskegee. It's ridiculous. Let's take this call. Hey, you're live on the Kevin Holly Show.
Yeah, hey, this is old Justin Chambers. I'm back again. I know I talked to you a lot earlier. I just need like a minute.
Yeah, go.
I can't comment, but you know, I seen a lady commenting in your comment section. I thought she was looking pretty fine. I was just wondering if she was single, Karen. Hey, if you're single, hit me up. I got Elvis. I got Elvis sideburns and a massive dome.
All right, thank you, Justin Chambers.
No problem, man.
Later, dude. I believe he's talking about Karen in Orlando. That's very sweet. That's the sweetest I think he can get. Oh, that's fantastic. That's great. Oh, man. Josh says in the chat room, it's no longer black and white to me, but vaxxed and unvaxxed. And that's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to get, you know? But I know you're on the other side of the coin with that, but I get what you're saying, man. Shane's like, dear God. I love the chat room, man. I love everybody on the show, man. I'm so happy right now. You know, I got a little bit like perturbed, like, oh, where the fuck's Holland, you know? But at the same rate, I love doing the show. I kind of love doing the show solo. I love being able to interact with everybody real time, you know, without playing catch up, and you know, just the organic part of it, dude, is awesome to me. Anyway, that being said, probably not going to have as long of breaks tonight. I have things I want to get to, and I really am happy that people paid attention to that 8 minutes. It was a little bit longer than that, breaking it up, but House Bill 4471 was what she was referring to, and that's to stop vaccine mandates. And I really hope that more places, more states get on board with this, because the crazy-ass, lunatic, liberal, socialist, progressive, Green New Deal, tiny percentage of the population, the ones that are slightly left of Spicoli, they're the minority, the smallest, but they're the loudest because they cheat, they loot, they riot, and they do all these weird things, and they have an arm of the media that supports them and ignores the crimes they commit, and continues with the narrative that the rest of the country, and the rest of the world for that matter, is in major disagreement with. And it's not about the freedoms to go get my Doritos without my mask. It's not about that. It's about not being forced to comply with any particular type of vaccination or medical procedure. What if they said, everybody's got to get their gallbladder removed? You know what I mean? Gallbladders are bad. People with gallbladders are spreading gallbladder disease. That's just ridiculous to me. Josh says, I was ready to whoop an ass for you, Miss Karen. She's shaking her head in the chat room. I know. That's sorry, Karen. It's a comedy show. It gets pretty late at night. You know what I mean? But I can tell you Justin's coming from a good place. Anyway. Whoa, hey. Just need to calm down a little bit, man. I had a really cool game plan tonight with Holland. It was a dick pics game. And I was going to have her pick a dick pic procedure out of this book of how to give dick pics. And then I would, make it happen. But I guess we're not going to do that tonight. Jill in the chat. Hello, Jill. Hello. It's been a while. I know. I didn't blow you off. I was busy with my children, and you made fun of me, and I still love you. And I'm sorry I don't go out. Someday soon. I can't wait. I can't wait to see a trifecta. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody appreciates Josh, Karen. He's like the sweetest man. Such a nice guy. He really is. Great head on his shoulders. Offering help, from 500 miles away. He's like, "Can I help you with your Mercedes? What's going on with it?" I love you too, Jill. Very cool. What a hot mama too. Look at you. Hell yeah. So, all right. On the other side of the break, we're gonna come back. I'm gonna try and, I have to pull some audibles. I'm like Tom Brady when my front line's all injured and I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna make it happen anyway. Did I just compare myself to the GOAT, Tom Brady? Whew. Well, it's better than comparing myself to Todd Schnitt. What? Did he really do that? Oh, no. Oh, that's ridiculous. Anyway, so we'll take a quick break. That's right, Kevin, says Josh. Dude, I know, man. You already know. Axel, look at you, bub. All right, so on the other side of the break, we'll have some fun topics. If somebody wants to call into the show, 727-550-7886. That's 727-550-7886. I'll put it in the chat. Thank you, everybody who's listening, on all the different streams that we're doing right now. It's pretty cool. I'm still, kind of figuring it out, so bear with me. But, yeah, 550-7886. The number's in the chat. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back and we'll do some fun stuff. I got some things I want to talk about. There's a really interesting story that I found here. I'm 46 years old, and I want to talk about cougars being removed from New York homes. Anyway, all right, so we'll be right back with more of the Kevin Holly Show right after this. It'll be awesome.
The presenters, they're just so funny, and the music is really good.
You're listening to WBRFM, real radio for real people.
Hey, this is a cat named Mo from 102.5 The Bone, and you are listening to the Kevin Holly Show on Internet Radio. Don't call it a podcast.
Kevin Holly Show, you're live. Who dat?
It's Ryan Villafora.
Yeah. Hey!
Me and these whack fools don't agree all that much. I like Publix cashews, but these two love Aldi's nuts. A tea bag to these Packers makes them get hard. Their faces have taken more sacks than Brett farm. Mosh is a Jew with ADD, but summer school classes taught him patience. I guess everyone in his family went to camp for concentration.
No.
Hey, it's Ryan calling up. I think that something's wrong with them. How many rapes have happened in Kevin's windowless van? All of them. I'm balling, son. Stop fast. I swear I'm not just hating, bro. But hey, you know what rhymes with podcast? I can't get on the radio.
That was a bar.
You ready?
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, Mosh and Kevin's stuff comes in his and hers. I'm just glad to be reaching out to all your dozen of listeners.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay, here's where the bars come in, Kevin. I'm going to give you the royal treatment. This is what someone would say to you in an actual battle rap. You ready for this?
No.
I'm the Prince of Thieves. Tell your mom I'll get a lot from her. I sure would be robbing her hood. Now look how much Kevin costing her.
Oh my God. Jesus. Yo, he's coming for you.
Mosh is your Jason Mewes. His role is licking every spliff. So be silent and bob these Wessons, because I'll be giving Kevin Smiths.
Oh! Yeah, that was fire. Like, serious.
You give white girl to white girls and you hit it every time. But the only way he'd spear a Britney is if Kevin fed her lines.
Oh, Jesus. Yo, he just put jewels on here. He just dropped a real jewel right.
It's gonna get worse. It only gets worse.
It sounds like Bernie Sanders.
You ready? Are you ready?
Kill us.
I'll fold you like a house of cards until this geek's head is hazy. If he charges, he'll get dropped. I'm about to leave Kevin Spacey.
Oh shit.
I reign in X-Men whether or not he's scary. Mosh, we both battled Storm. Now you're getting Holly buried.
Oh, man. Sheesh.
Mess with me, SNL. Don't care how he's ever feeling. I don't do a subliminal guy, but I left Kevin kneeling.
Oh, nice, nice. That was for the old heads.
Leave your girl home alone, and I'll be wet bandit smashing her in the bathroom, clapping cheeks like Kevin McAllister.
Oh.
When your blood is on the walls, I'll be like, now I'm jolly. It's not Christmas yet, but I'll deck the halls with boughs of holly.
Oh. Yo. That was sick.
Wait, 4 more for you.
Yeah, get him.
I'll leave your foot loose with a hollow, man. You'll see separation. If I turn the heat up 6 degrees, then I'm going to leave Kevin Bacon.
Boom.
Hey, you will be FC when my leg rocks your dome. My rhymes are a kick to the head. That's why I just said Holly home.
That was a bar.
And Johnny Jones broke his bone.
True, very true.
Very true.
Holly home actually, Ryan. Oh, Holly home. That was crazy.
He sent Holly home. He sent Holly home, dude.
Yeah. Mind blown.
Wordplay, son.
That was it, right?
That's it. That's all I got.
Please,
yo,
God, say that's it.
That was
yes.
Yo.
I wanted to make sure you know what it's like.
Hi, this is Andrew from the Herbs, and you're listening to iHeart Radio. Enjoy it!
someday you'll see as clearly as me. Someday we'll be okay again. That's when she said, save me, won't you save me from myself? I've got to get out, away from this now. Save me from this hell. I've got to get away from myself.
This podcast coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got a bag 'cause I'm not brown. And I'm the other color, so my co-hosts think they have the authority to talk for the majority. Fuck that shit, 'cause I ain't the one for a homeless motherfucker with a mic and some puns to be beaten on. He's really pale, he can go blow Joe in the middle of a sale. Fucking with me, 'cause I'm a broadcaster with a co-host who's drunk and plastered. Jay's sitting in his car, listening to a podcast, thinking every wigger is busting a podcast. You never see me in the pen or Pop's Jim Nall walking Chuck's dogs. Beat a podcast out of shape, and when I'm finished, bring the yellow tape to take off the scene of the slaughter and keep Holmes Chuck away from your daughter. I don't know if Jay's a fag or what, cutting Kevin down and showing his nuts, and on the other hand, homeless Chuck, he never gets none, not from a black or a white woman, 'cause he falls down on the street top. Homeless Chuck solicits sex from a black cop. Jaybird will swarm on any motherfucker with a gold microphone. Just because I'm from Newport Richie, punk podcasts are afraid of me. A young wigger on a warpath, and when I'm finished, it's gonna be my podcast with Pops, Homeless Chuck, and Jay. Yo, Jay, I got something to say. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Yeah, fuck this podcast. Fuck you, Camden. Fuck you, Jay. Fuck you, Homeless Chuck. What's up, Pops? Yeah. What's up, Pops? Yeah. Fuck this podcast.
can see me flying so high like a paradise. You can see me roam 13 like a paradise. Look into my soul for love, for Mary Jane, Spider-Man, Kush, Peter Parkin. On the flame everywhere I go, everything I say. Never back down because we're here to stay. Because I roll up, I roll out. There's not a thing I wouldn't do. I wanna smoke it with you. Because I roll up, I roll out. There's not a thing I wouldn't do. I wanna smoke it with you.
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
I've got a pirate radio station. Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
Welcome back to the show, everybody. It is the Kevin Holly Show. We are live. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and what's the other one? What's the other one? YouTube. We're on YouTube. Woohoo! Look at the chat room, man. Josh, you're hilarious, dude. Josh is like, Kevin, you should see the Cougars at work when a man can work on your Mercedes. Hell yeah. That's badass, man. Oh, I'll tell you what. We'll get into that story in a minute. We're going to take this call real quick here. I love getting calls on the Kevin Holly Show. I'll tell you what. I love when you people call the show, you people. No, for real. I really do. I enjoy it. Hey, you're live on the Kevin Holly Show. Who's that?
Well, you know what it is. It's
Hell
the
yeah.
angriest black man right now.
Dude, I gotta be honest, man. You're one of my favorite callers. Shane B, Sir Buff Drinks a Lot. Shane, dude, you know, as a well-hung black man who leans slightly right of center, you must be furious. Like, my friend Jason argues with me and he says, oh, Kevin, you don't think racism exists. You said it on your show. And I correct him again. And I say, no, racism exists, but it's been 50 years of progress of getting rid of it. And it's common knowledge now. It's common courtesy. It's just common sense that we're all equal. We're such a mixed society, but the media is keeping it alive for their narrative. And Shane, that must make you furious, dude. Furious.
I'll tell you what, when I was in college, when I got out there, met this guy, played guitar, joined his band, and we're still friends to this day. And fucking, he would kick that to me. Oh, racism doesn't exist anymore. This is back in 2000.
Okay.
That racism doesn't exist. Racism doesn't exist. But through our friendship, how about after about 3 years of Obama, he came to me, he's like, oh shit, maybe I was wrong. Why are people doing this? Why are people doing that? I'm like, dude, I told you, racism is never gonna die.
Yeah, you're right, man.
It's not.
It's unfortunate.
Because the people that are already in that state of mind, they're enjoying them, but teaching it to the damn kids.
Yeah, and that's what's sad about it, man, because the kids grow up not knowing what that is. You know, my kids grew up not seeing color. They had their best friends are all different colors, all different walks of life, you know? It starts at the home, but dude, the media is fucking keeping it alive, bro. You know, it's like, oh, fuck, you gotta be kidding me. How do people not recognize that? So carry on, I'm sorry.
No, hey, I got a mixed bag with my family. I always grew up. I went to all black elementary school, but in middle school, that's when I started mixing with different cultures. And it's like, oh, hey, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? I was never raised to think, well, the white man's bad and all that. I do have some family that's kind of like that. But of course, I'm the black sheep in the family, so I was known for dating girls outside of my race. So my uncles were fun with me, but some of the cousins was like, oh, he's just on that white boy stuff. And, you know, I act one way around them, and then I'm another person at home. And I finally gave up on that shit. You know, I went over to see family at a reunion once wearing my kickwear, my damn bright colored shirts, fucking had my skateboard with me. I'm like,
fuck yeah.
I'm like 17. It's just like, nah, most of the guys around the neighborhood are just like, yeah, it's all right. It's like, now, these are guys out in the street. It's just like, yeah, man, what took you so long? What took you so long? What do you mean took me so long? It's be yourself, you know, da-da-da. We know who you are, man. Shit, you cool, da-da-da. It's family I got shit from.
No, I couldn't agree with you more, dude. I couldn't agree with you more, dude.
racism exists within and without the parameters you think are safe. And it's sad when they happen within the parameters where you think you're safe. With family.
I love your passion, dude. You know, but you're right, though. You're absolutely right. And this is coming from somebody that's lived it. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm having a group discussion like a Bible study with a bunch of white people every Wednesday night. You know what I mean? We talk about everything, and I couldn't appreciate it more. Honestly, to be able to talk to you about stuff like this, like openly. You know what I mean? To me, it's you know, it's kind of magical, honestly, like to be able to pick a topic like that and just talk about it. Like, I was the same way, Shane. I grew up in the burbs outside of Chicago, and you know, we had a nice mix of cultures in school growing up. I went to a bunch of different schools. My parents were realtors. I lived in many houses before I moved to Florida, and then I lived in many houses down here. And look at me, dude. I'm covered in tattoos. I was skateboarding everywhere. I didn't care if you were from India and talked like this, and as long as we were friends, you know what I mean? We have the same, you know, topics of discussion, same experiences. We grew up together, you know, and so of course racism exists, and it fucking sucks. And you know, people say like, well, there's no such thing as reverse racism because, you know, your culture or this culture or that culture wasn't oppressed like black people were, and I totally get that, and that's, you know, one of the foundations, one of the cornerstones of being able to relate to why you need to eliminate the racism. You know what I mean? Don't keep it going in your family if it started with your great-great-grandpa. You know what I mean? Recognize it. You know what I'm saying? And so that being said, you know, when you attack it like that, people come together. And unfortunately, the people that are coming together are being throttled. They're being questioned. They're being suppressed. They're being banned. They're put on lists. It's fucking stupid. You know, there's a narrative out there, and racism is a big part of it, and they're going to keep it going, man. They're going to keep it going. They're going to continue to divide us, you know. It's just, to me, it's ridiculous. So, Shane, what's your take on that video that I played earlier with that woman with that House bill? What'd you think of that?
They'll cancel her.
They're going to cancel her?
Look, they want us. What do they keep saying? Believe the science, trust the science.
Yeah.
But they keep forgetting the subtext of make sure you believe the science as long as it agrees with what we're trying to feed you and what our media is telling you. Trust that science. No, don't trust this science. You know how much time has been wasted with this damn flu, that other exploratory options have been ignored, that have been used by doctors. The science have been ignored because, oh, no. Big Pharma's in there.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, God forbid.
But,
yeah.
It's happening. It is happening. As soon as a duly elected president says hydroxychloroquine, oh, you're canceled. No. They can use that. And the next one they're using now, it's just every other option that doesn't agree with their agenda is just being shut down. It's like, hold on. This is science. Why can't I trust this science and not your science?
And science is full of variables, and it's continually being disproven and proven and disproven. And, you know, there's all kinds of examples of science that's gone wrong. They were putting fucking cocaine in Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? That was science. You know, there's a million examples, but I like the way that woman, excuse me, I like the way that woman was saying trust the science. It was almost like she was jabbing at him, you know, like, if you're going to trust the science, well, let me tell you to trust the science. And she started talking about her science. She's a PhD, like microbiologist, virologist. You know what I mean? It's like, well, you can't. Somebody in Ed Till's chat today, this fucking guy that's in there every day, I don't know if he's a plant or a troll or what, but he says the opposite of everything all the time. That's all he does. And it's like, Brandon Mitchell's his name. What a douche, you know? And he's like, well, that woman in that video has already been discredited as a loony. And I'm like, did you even watch it? Admit it. You didn't watch it. You know what I mean? Because if you did watch it, you wouldn't be saying that. You'd be like considering it at the very least. Just considering it, you know? people don't even want to consider it. It's like they're parroting whatever they hear at the goddamn airport or the Bennigan's or Ruby Tuesday at the TVs on whatever channel, MSNBC or whatever it is. And they're just getting these talking points, and their news feed is flooded with it. They're joined Occupy Democrats and kiss factual information goodbye on your news feed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's just it's so ridiculous.
What really triggered me was the whole the discrimination topic, as she mentioned and you mentioned. You know, it's funny as racism. It's definitely a lot. The whole discrimination thing, just to put it in a race perspective, you know, that has bled over into this community. I'm dealing with the whole movie thing and criticism and stuff, you know, to where this majority or minority, whatever they would consider themselves, are telling white males they can't do a video criticizing the Black Panther movie because they're white.
Stupid.
Like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, come on.
And how men, it always goes back to the white male. Now, I made a negative video about Black Panther. Didn't like it. I didn't like it. Black Panther had a better movie called Civil War.
Okay.
He was so much better, more pronounced in that. He was promoted a lot better in that movie. They give him his own movie, and it's like, wow, they skimped on the CGI budget. But they're telling white males they can't criticize Captain Marvel. Oh, you just hate women. No. The Star Wars sequels were Disney. Oh, you just hate women. No, we hate bad writing. Look, they pushed out a movie a year, 3 movies, 1 movie each year. Do you really think you took time to make that movie? Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah,
you
right.
just hate it because you hate women. Now that bleeds over to black critics too, or anybody that says anything negative. I'm like, well, what about this female critic? There's a girl I'm friends with. She is a diehard Star Wars fan, white girl, and she blasted these movies, and nobody wants to come attack her.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, what do you say? You can't say anything. You can't say she hates women.
Yeah, right. Good point.
You didn't like that there was a black character in there. It's like, oh, piss off.
Yeah.
Okay. Disney is the culprit of that, for writing these characters wrong. Bad direction, bad everything. I didn't mean getting the movies and stuff, but yeah.
No, it's cool
It's
because
just a form of
I like where you're going with it, because you love the Disney movies, most of them, a lot of them anyway. That's part of your passion of what you do as an artist.
Old Disney, pre-Trump Disney, okay? Because that's when everything went off the walls, man. Everything is politically correct now. Everything is about social justice warring, okay? Falcon and Winter Soldier, that is probably the worst thing I've seen in a while. That movie was, that movie is a TV series. They could have done so much with that series, but it was focused on Anthony Mackie and his progression to become Captain America, and there was so much of the narrative of, oh, they'll never let a black man be Captain America. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. You're really pushing this so damn much. And on the side of that in that show, him sympathizing with this terrorist group that is causing all this damn destruction. Thank you, liberal Disney. I mean, you think you're truly showing your colors. Having the main character sympathize with terrorists. What's going on right now in Afghanistan?
It's a bunch of bullshit over there. I'm with you, dude.
Nonsense. We just gave them an Air Force and an Air Force base. Are you kidding me right now?
How long before we bomb that shit? Do you think it'll happen under this administration?
Never!
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 They're going to develop their own superhero. That's what's going to happen. There's going to be an Afghanistan-imation superhero, and it's going to come out, and he's going to be like, oh, look at what I do. I just come up to the sheep, and I'm just, and then, no, what are we doing? It's going to be like that, man. It's going to be tough to watch. That's all I'm saying. Disney's gonna, and they're gonna roll with it, man. You know, and they're gonna be like, if you don't like this, you're Islamophobic. You know, Islamophobic. You know what I mean? Oh, it's just.
I'm waiting on Disney to make a movie. I would imagine it's gonna be called The Silent Struggle, and it's gonna be about a young kid, probably about 11 years old, and he's growing up in Afghanistan. Now, not his dad, but his uncle is a member of a terrorist organization, and he's struggling between the influences of trying to, does he want to join because his uncle's putting the noise in his ear saying, hey, this is what you need to do, but dad's not quite there. Dad's doing stuff, helping the Americans and blah, blah, blah. I could see them doing that.
Yeah, me too. I totally could see it. And then you'll have people like Alyssa Milano and Hillary Clinton saying, like,
Islamophobic, sexist.
You know, come on, man. I just, no, it's refreshing to hear it, though.
Alyssa Milano approves of the job that Biden did. When was the last time she was relevant?
In Commando with Schwarzenegger. Yeah.
No. Charm.
Was it Charm? I mean, yeah, she's on that, yeah. I look back to Commando because when I was like 12, she was like 12. You know what I mean? I just love that movie because Commando was a badass movie.
Pure innocence. Pure innocence. And it's sad to see a beloved child actor grow up to be a nut job.
Nut job. No. Nut jobs. All around us, you know?
I'll put the same thing on Gwyneth Paltrow, too.
But she made...
attracted her, and so... Oh, God.
Well, she made that.
I
was just gonna say she made that candle. It smelled like her vajayjay, dude. Come on, what's wrong with that? Who wouldn't want to, dip a cigar in that and just smoke it? Not the candle, but you know what I'm
saying. Here's the problem. I've never met you. I've never been down on you. I don't know what your damn pussy smell like. All right. I paid this much money for this damn thing, light it up, and it's just like, oh, God, what the hell? Oh, no. And you just out that money.
And this is why black people don't go down on white girls. I know it's a stereotype. I'm just fucking around, dude.
Speak for yourself, everybody.
Oh, man, that's great, dude.
Hey, that dinner bell ringing. I'll be singing. You gotta put the right moves on there.
Oh, you're like, I'm glad I got COVID. I lost my taste and smell for a couple of months. I've been out and about, I'm just doing a good job.
So where Holland disappear off on you at, man?
What? Wait, say that again? You broke up.
Where Holland disappear off on you at?
I still didn't hear you. What the fuck? Hold on a second here. All right, say it again.
Where'd Holland disappear off on you at?
Oh, where did Holland disappear? I don't know, man. No call, no show. I don't know. It's not the first time. You know what I mean? She's like the Bubba Burt Watson on the Kevin Holly show, but she doesn't play the piano. You know what I mean? I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
It sucks. You know.
But yeah, that doctor did make a great point. Are you going to put what did she say? 75%, 70%?
70%
of the African American workforce out of commission. Now, I've been deemed official because of the whole truck driving thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us that haven't stopped. And
you did
wish
it.
My company would say.
You did it without a vaccine opportunity. Shane, you did it without a vaccine opportunity for an entire year. It's just...
Where's even the logic in when you're seeing actual numbers that some people getting the vaccine still contracting it? I mean, where's your logic anymore?
Yeah.
To force this upon people.
I agree, man. And the last bit of that woman's speech to me, just like, it was perfectly said. All right, Shane, are you there?
Yes.
All right, let's take another call with you. I'm not sure what this is going to be about, but we can do this together. Hold on a second. I'm going to conference him in. Hey, you're live on the Kevin Holly Show. I'm going to bring you in with Shane here. Hold on a second.
Okay.
All right, hold on a second. How do I do this? Here we go. All right. And it's merging. Here we go. All right, we got Shane and mystery caller. Who's that?
Oh, Shane. A mystery caller. Well, Kevin, you know who this is.
Oh.
AC.
KC. Oh, man. Shane B. Speaking of hot white girls.
Yeah, listen,
Hey,
the crazy neighbor downstairs from there seems to be doxing me and really making some rumors up about some high people.
Oh, God. Like high, like marijuana golfers or what?
No, just some really high political people. He's doxing me all over his stuff.
Oh, man, I don't know if I want to really get into this right now on the show. We're talking about, other stuff, but, I mean, if you want to... I don't know
I mean, isn't he supposed to be a supporter? I mean, he's literally talking about PBs, all kind of people.
Well, he's not here to defend himself, so maybe the two of you should just get together.
I'm not here to defend myself, but I
don't even know what she's talking about.
I know.
With,
she and Pat have
with
a
high political children, and I'm like,
Ow.
I just got up another Patriot podcast, and I'm like, this man is completely writing some really frivolous stuff, which is a
I told you that baby ain't mine.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Conversation.
Yeah, dude. Who is these baby daddies? You know, why do they always
Talk
come
about lawyers.
You know, he's really, I mean, he's a loose cannon.
Casey, you're a loose cannon. The two of you are perfect for each other. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Are you kidding? No, he's
No, but you're a loose cannon,
though.
though.
He's disavowed from anybody I know.
Okay.
He's not a good person.
Listen, Casey. Listen.
That red wine.
No, Chardonnay.
Not to mention about the fact that,
margaritas.
like, when I was trying to work in there, he was trying to
White
sniff
Claw.
me when I worked.
I would try to sniff you when you work. Have you seen yourself?
I was trying to pick up my phone.
Yeah, like, who tries to sniff somebody in an office?
I
It's
do,
really not
like
okay.
a lot. So does Andrew Cuomo. So Casey, listen, I don't know what kind of beef you have with Pat, and I know that's what you're calling about, but I'm not savvy to it, and I'm not gonna, get into it with you. Instead, I'd like to pick your brain. What do you think? If you could turn your radio down in the background too, also. But what do you think of these mandates with the masks, the vaccines? I'm sure you're well aware that the vaccines for COVID-19 are not immunizations, and I know you're a patriot and whatnot. So how do you feel about it? And I know you're an activist. What are you doing about it right now?
Well, we're going to a lot of different schools and making sure, that kids don't have to be wearing masks if they don't want to. That's a big thing. And it's been it's been a success in some places. Some children don't want to wear masks. And, a major thing is you have to think about is, I can tell you my mother has had the COVID vaccine, the Pfizer, and 3 family members had it. We're in the same house as me. I have not had it, and I was the only one that just went through an episode where I did not get COVID. They all tested positive besides me.
What about tall, handsome, truck-driving, well-hung black men? What about them? Should they wear masks?
I don't think that anybody should be wearing masks. Here's the thing.
There you
if
go,
you
Shane.
go back to, you go back to the Black Flag days, all these days of this COVID thing, and I'm going to be very honest about this. A woman that is pregnant that gets the MMR vaccine, they lose immunity when they have a child to the vaccine, and they're supposed to, they can actually shed it if they get that vaccine to other children
Got it.
in a unit.
All right, so let me ask
Same
you.
thing goes with the COVID vaccine. I believe that the pure-blooded are going to be the ones that do not have the vaccine.
All right, so I want to play a game with both of you since I have you both on the phone, and it's a rare opportunity. And a lot of people that listen to the show love the games. Casey and Shane B, we're going to play the No Trumps game. That's KNOW. How well do you know President 45? Are you guys ready?
I've been in every rally, front row.
Hell yeah. With them big old titties just bouncing around. You're so hot. Oh, my God.
Say that.
You are, though. All right, here we go. We're going to play a little game here. Let me go with the intro.
Hello. You
Okay.
people know a lot about trucks. Bing, bing, bong. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
You touch my ta-la-la. Ding, ding, bong. Ding, 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 bong, bong, bong. Ding, 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 bong, bong, bong.
Hell yeah.
Ding, ding, bong, bong, bong.
You guys get ready. Okay.
I'm still dancing.
Me too.
Hello. You people know a lot about trucks. Ding, 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 bong. Ding, ding, bong, bong. Ding, 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 bong. Ding, 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 bong, bong. Ding, bong, bong.
Stay with me, Casey.
Ding, ding, bong.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ding, 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 bong, bong. Ding, 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 bong. Ding, ding, bong. Ding, 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 bong. Ding, 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 ding. Hello. You people know a lot about trucks.
All right. Let's play this game. All right. I'm gonna read a quote, okay? And you guys just say your name. So Casey, you just go Casey. Shane, Shane. And whoever says their name first, I'll call on you, okay? I'm gonna put the little timer going here. There we go. Let me turn that down a little bit. All right. Now, this is either a quote from President Donald Trump or somebody else. Okay? This first one is either a quote from President Trump or Yoko Ono. Guys ready?
Yes.
All right. The quote is, "Sometimes it pays to be a little wild." Is that Trump or Yoko Ono?
Shane.
Shane, go ahead.
Yoko Ono.
Sorry.
Wrong.
Nope, that was Donald Trump. Yoko Ono said, "You can be very wild and still be very wise." That was Yoko Ono. Sorry, Shane. So we got one for. Well, I guess. Yeah, we'll give Casey the point on that one. Because she's got big boobs, dude. I mean, I'm sorry. What do you want?
Fine then. Discrimination.
Sexist. All right, here we go. This is either a quote from, let me see here, Elon Musk or Donald Trump. You guys ready?
Yes.
Okay. The quote is, "If you had to buy a new plane every time you flew somewhere, it would be incredibly expensive." Is that Elon Musk or Donald Trump?
Casey.
Casey, go ahead.
That is Donald Trump.
Oh, you guys aren't patriots at all. That would be Elon Musk. Oh, man.
That's definitely Elon Musk.
I really thought that was Donald Trump.
Donald Trump's quote was actually, "I love buying those planes at a reduced price. I have cut billions. I have to tell you this, and they can check." Right, Martha?
Baller.
All right, let's do one more. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right. This is either a quote from Donald J. Trump or, let me see here, or Robert Mueller. Bob Mueller. Robert Mueller. Or Donald Trump. Here we go. The quote, "It's not an investigation. It's not on me. You know, they're looking at a lot of things."
Dang.
Casey.
Shane, go ahead.
Trump.
Nope.
Good job, Shane. Oh, man. You guys are tied now. Oh, actually, you're not tied. It's, I don't even know. Who cares? All right, let's do one more. All right, this is either a quote from... Oh, fuck. Hold on a second. All right, this is either a quote from Mark Cuban or Donald Trump. I'll shuffle it up so you can't see it on the camera here. Here we go. The quote, either Mark Cuban or Donald Trump. "I don't care what anybody says. Being rich is a good thing."
Casey.
Casey, go ahead.
Donald Trump.
For such a hot woman, you suck at this.
Oh, come on, though. But, Donald Trump says everything.
Oh, that is a classic Mark Cuban quote.
Yep, that is Mark Cuban all day long. Donald Trump actually said, "Some people aren't made to be rich." Sorry, Casey. All right, you've lost in incredible fashion, Casey. But for fun, we'll do one more. This is going to be fun. Here we go. All right, last one. This is either a quote from Donald Trump or Bill Cosby.
Oh, God.
Okay, here we go. When someone crosses you, my advice is get even. That is not typical advice, but it is real life advice. If you do not get even, you're just a schmuck. Is that Donald Trump or Bill Cosby?
Shane.
Shane, go right ahead.
That sounds like something Trump would say. God, that's probably Cosby.
Good job, dude! Woo! Indeed, Donald Trump. Bill Cosby's quote was, "A word to the wise ain't necessary. It's the stupid ones need the advice."
Yeah, I don't see Bill Cosby using the word schmuck.
Snorted. Oh, thanks for playing the game, guys. Swag pack for everybody.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's great. Looking in the chat room, Josh got them all right. Musk, Trump, Cuban. Scruffy's in the chat. V2, Uno, who, you know who, Uno. It's spelled Uno, for crying out loud. Anyway, Shane, And Casey, I hope that you find each other in the chat. Casey's probably just crazy enough for you, Shane, and I hope you guys get married and have lots of babies.
No, I just got off a chat where I just got off a patriotic podcast over in Orlando. I do my own podcast too, Kevin. So.
Okay. She's got better things to do, everybody.
So no, I'm not getting married. I'm good.
All right, that's cool. No, that's I like that. I appreciate you letting me calm the situation down between you and my friend Pat, and I enjoyed playing the game with you. Oh, hold on a second here. And I enjoyed playing the game with you, and I hope that I get to see you grace the Dump Tower Studios with your presence and your giant, beautiful boobies soon.
All right, you guys have a good night.
You too, Casey. Shane. Bye. Oh, Shane B, man. Dude.
I have no idea who that is.
It doesn't really matter at this point.
Look, man,
you won the game.
That's the beauty about being me, man. I'm so cool. People act like they know me. I mean, shit, it's a wonderful thing, man.
No, it is cool like that, man. I am with you on that, dude. We got Spicoli in the chat room. It's been a while, man. I used to love to go on to Spicoli.tv. That was my favorite internet show. And they stopped doing it, but he's in our chat, so welcome, Spicoli, dude. I love you, man. I miss you, bro. You should call me, text me. Dude, Shane B, man, I hope you and Spicoli get married. It's legal now. I just want you to marry all my friends.
You're trying to what the hell, dude?
Calm down, motherfucker.
I'm about to make a trip to Florida sooner than I thought. To come knock you out.
No, we should get married, and then we could get divorced, and you could take half my shit, dude, or I could take half your shit. Just depends, you know?
How does that even work?
I don't know, man. Like, we get a bromance.
You want to talk about something? Two men or two women get married. How does it work? Who takes what of half? Is it the primary income bringer, or do they fight for it?
Do they fight for it? Oh, that's hilarious.
I mean, like with adopted children. I mean, they usually side with the women, right? Always.
Yeah, right.
What if it's two of the same sex? How does that work?
I don't know, man, but I can tell you I have lesbian neighbors. They're also police officers, and they seem to be very much in love, you know? It's pretty cool, and it's badass to have a fucking patrol car parked next to my house every day, you know?
No, yeah.
What the hell was that? You got your own joke drum back there, you know? Spicoli says, I'm done with marriage. 2 strikes. He's out. He says, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No.
Yeah, I know. Oh, man. I don't even know if he's got archived shows up or not, but Spicoli.tv was by far my favorite internet show. I hope someday maybe he brings it back to life, because that was just so much fun, Shane. It was like a mix between like I can't even describe it really. I don't want to do him any disservice by trying to describe it right now. There's some clips from me being on his show on my personal Facebook, and I think on the regular show page, but oh my god, it was so much fun. They had a blow-up doll in the studio, and they had to put blue tape over the nipples and and the vagina, because they would get kicked off of social media if it showed nipples.
Because of a sex doll?
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you gotta cover up those nipples.
The beauty of the times when fake is offensive.
Yeah, right?
That's just, great times we live.
It's so stupid, dude. And think about it, like, how do you know what that doll identifies as? It could have been a male, and it's allowed to have the shirt off then. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow, good counterpoint.
That's why we should get married, bro. Oh, my God.
My doll identifies as... What kind was it? Oh, was it kind of realistic, or was it the obvious prank bachelor party blow-up balloon-looking doll? I mean...
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
There's got to be limits.
Wide open mouth, you know? It's like, ooh! I just made that O-face. Please, nobody screenshot that. Oh, good Lord. Josh is probably already all over it. Holy crap, man. Oh, so...
They're on the warpath for outlawing fun.
Yeah,
I know you've seen it personally here with the Kevin Holly show here. You getting censored on Facebook. Enough already.
You couldn't say it any better. You know, it's like the people like, it's like when Shannon would say like, would it kill you? Would it kill you? I like it. Enough already. That's a perfect way to say it. Enough already. You know? Get on with it.
See, that's why I was bouncing back to Facebook's restricting me from being on live. I can't go live, but it's giving me trouble of even watching live. And I had to go through Sasquatch there. Jeff Adams had to go through his shared post to even get to your show. So I'm watching on YouTube right now.
That's cool. Jeff shared my show. Good. Thanks, man. Wow, cool.
Yeah, restriction on a post I made like 2 years ago.
Yeah, they'll go back and get you, man. Recidivism, is that what that's called? I think. I don't know. It's a big word for me. So V2. I know, it's blasphemous, man. V2, you know who says, "Wow, not to be callous, but who rides shotgun strap-on?" I mean, yeah, we're not being serious. Just we're playing around here. Although I would get a bromance to a marriage to a dude divorce if I could get something cool like a Porsche out of it. Just saying. What? I mean, that makes him gay, not me. I'm in it for the Porsche.
Porsche, you're not getting the house. That's all it is.
Do you really have a Porsche? Because that would be really fucked up.
No, I'm humble. I drive a truck.
Oh, that's great. Eric Spigoli says, "Am I supposed to share the feed?" Yeah, please do. What's up? He said, "Oh, what's up? What's up, man? Do it. Say it."
Oh, no, just Porsche. Nothing against Porsche. If anybody owns one, they're a nice car, okay. But just one of my most interesting experiences meeting a celebrity, Andre 3000 of the group Outkast.
Oh, yeah.
I was working for
All right.
Yeah, we were doing the access control and security cameras for this high rise in Buckhead, Atlanta here, where the fancy people live.
Yeah.
And going to the elevator with the concierge to go check out the cameras, and who's right there in the elevator when the doors open? It's Andre 3000. It's just like, it was a short guy.
He's short,
and
like
he
me.
just kind of walked by, and I looked at him, and looked back at the concierge. He's like, "Yeah, that's him." I turned around, I was like, "Oh, you short son of a bitch!" And he just turned back around. He's just like, "Damn, I was hoping you wouldn't recognize me." I was like, "You motherfucker." We talked for a second. Whatever. He goes off and gets into a Porsche. It's like a 99 Porsche 911. Nice. Dirty.
Still.
And this dude is worth millions.
Yeah, but
just like,
but come on, Shane.
Right
it's
there.
not even so much humble though. Like, you find something you really love. You know what I mean? Like, if I could have back my 1975 Harley Davidson Sportster with the Springer front end, the 1000cc 4-speed with the forward controls and the white leather seat with the white gas tank, it was the coolest chopper type motorcycle I ever had. I traded it for an AR-15 and like $1,500. And I'll tell you what, man, I would pay $10,000 to have that bike back. And if I was worth millions, I would love to have that in my garage, and I would ride that mother effer up to the hotel. You know what I mean? If I was Andre, man, I totally would. So maybe that's just his thing. Maybe it's something that he just really loved. Who knows, man?
I'm staying, yeah, bro. Doing the racing thing, fucking, I had a 9300 Ford station wagon. This thing was clean as shit. Too many people gave me comments on it.
Yeah.
It was just clean. And fucking, I love that baby. It was slammed, everything, blah, blah, blah. I totaled it before I could pay it off.
How'd you total a wagon, dude? Was it snowing?
I was going to see. No, it was the road was slightly wet. Going to see my girlfriend, saw a gas station. I'm like, let me get gas there. I just bought this car. Like, this is like 28 days after I bought it. I'm like, let me stop here. And as I started to slow down and get in turning lane, the brakes locked up, and I started sliding. I was trying to make a turn. And as I'm sliding through that turn, I had three options: go back into traffic, go over into this field, or hit the Suburban head on. Before I can make the decision, I'm hitting the Suburban head on.
Damn.
And luckily enough, the woman I hit, no insurance, no license, didn't speak English. And I'm like,
see you later. I got better things to do. I'll be walking home now.
Oh, no, the cop let me go. They put it on their fault. It was. I just missed that car. I dumped so much money into it. It was a show car.
5 years from now, people are going to be like, I met Shane B in a Bennigan's in New York City, and he had what do they call the people that park your car?
The valet?
Yeah, he had the valet pull up his 1993 Honda wagon, and he's been so famous from the Kevin Holly Show, and he said hi to me. We talked for a minute, and he jumped in his wagon and just sped off in the rain, fucking crashed it right there like Tiger Woods, man.
Dude, I valeted a 2000 Honda Accord on prom night. Kiss my ass. Which nice restaurant we went to. Hey, we spent the money on the restaurant. Target. That's what you got to do. You got to flex your shit sometimes.
Hell yeah, you got to flex your shit sometimes.
You got to put it on the table, man.
Enough
That's
already.
The beauty of being a black man.
Yeah, right on.
Black
Yeah.
man, because
I can't do that.
You can play the card. I don't play the card. I hate doing it, but sometimes when certain people are getting out of line, look, they got racism. What the stuff that's going on now today, with the whole corona and everything, blah blah blah. Everybody is against everybody. I'm watching Asian people and Hispanic people attack me too, because I don't have a mask on. I'm like, hold on, we're supposed to be together.
We're a team. What the fuck?
Are we still?
That's funny, dude.
These are the times we live in.
Yeah, no, I totally get it, dude. And I would flex nuts if I had them if they would drop. I'm a 5'7 3/4", 160-pound white guy. I'm pretty sure they're down there. Like every once in a while, but they don't dip it in the toilet when I sit down to poop. You know what I mean?
You look taller on camera sitting down. Okay.
Oh, dude, something similar happened to me tonight when I came to the studio. Downstairs, the whole downstairs of this 3-story building is a medicinal marijuana dispensary. A very popular one too.
Nice.
Yeah, and this dude was walking down the hallway. I held the door for him, and he's like, "Thanks, man. We're walking." He goes, "You look really familiar." And I'm like, "Oh, I get that a lot." And I was walking in front of him, and he's like, "No, you look really familiar. What do you do for work?" And I was like, "Oh, I got my own business and." I do some other things on the side. And he goes, "Well, I work as an X-ray tech, but not as a tech. I fix the machinery, And I'm like, "Oh, maybe I know him from school because I have a technical degree. I went to school for electronics, And so I looked at him, and he looked at me, and we didn't recognize each other. And I was like, maybe it's this. And I pulled out a Kevin Holly Show business card, and I handed it to him. And I'm like, it's probably that. And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, if it's not, just check it out anyway, And he was like, totally cool.
Oh, you look like this other guy.
Yeah. No, I think he parked my Honda once. That's how you do it.
Didn't you order the grande mocha laca chocolate? Oh my god!
Yeah, you were my Uber Eats delivery driver. You brought me that mocha java grande bullshit, whatever it was. Dude. Oh my god! Look, Spicoli's taking off. He's out close to my bedtime. He says, "Peace, man. I miss Spicoli so much. Thanks for checking us out. I hope to see you again soon." Shane, I'm up against a break here in a couple of minutes. But dude, that was a freaking awesome conversation, dude. I always love when you call on the show. You're like one of my favorite callers because you're real. You don't hold anything back, and you have this attitude that's just like normal. You know what I mean? You're like one of me. You're like my older brother is to me. Like we have a conversation, and I'm like, well, we usually don't argue about being right or wrong. We're both usually right. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things I like about you, dude. You're pretty much always right, man.
As I told Holland, like the last time when I talked to her, I've given up. Given up on being that fake personality. I don't give a fuck anymore. As to why my profile pictures are always some flip in the bird. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm tired of being censored. I'm tired of being told that I don't act black enough. I'm sick of that shit.
That's bullshit. Like, you're black as fuck, man.
I'm gonna give everybody who the fuck I am, man.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Goddamn lip-ringed, fucking Rodman-looking, tall, handsome, well-hung, truck-driving, slightly right of center, beautiful black man is what the hell you are. And don't be fucking afraid to just be that, because that's what you are. I'm a short fucking white guy with a loud mouth and a big heart, and I'm not afraid about that either. You know what I mean? Whatever, man.
Damn right.
Hell yeah.
You shouldn't be.
That's what I'm saying. You should
right.
be. You should be Shane B.
And you be Kevin Holly.
Well, Mom was gonna name me Muhammad.
Beautiful.
I was gonna be Muhammad. It would be Muhammad Ali, but it didn't fly.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And then she thought I was going to be Latin, and so she was going to consider naming me Thomas, Tamale. That didn't work either. I'm full of stupid I'm sorry.
Well, happy 7th anniversary.
Oh, thanks, dude. Fuck yeah. This is the first show of our 7th year. Shane, thank you for bringing that up, dude. Yeah, thanks, man. Fuck yeah. Alone in my studio.
I can't believe I haven't found you. Until this damn moment.
Yeah, well, it is what it is, man. People find each other through different means, and, it's funny because I played with a fucking Ouija board for months trying to get you to call me.
Hey, don't knock the Ouija, man. Ouija's for real.
Yeah, right. All right,
and
Shane.
That's where I lose half the audience.
Or just bring them right back. Yeah, and they can vote for Biden. It's great. All right, man. Thanks for calling the show, Shane, and I look forward to our next conversation. And it's Shane. What is it? Sir Buff drinks a lot.
Yes. Sir Buff drinks a lot on YouTube. If anybody wants to watch Madness.
Hell yeah. All right, man. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for calling, man. That was awesome.
All right, dude. See you later.
See ya. Oh, man. Shane B. Just ate up that segment, and that was grand. That was fantastic. I loved it. Looking in the chat room, Scruffy says, Buddy Holly. Yeah, that's my dad's nickname, and that was my Chihuahua's name before it died. But it didn't die under my watch. It was my ex-fiance took that dog, and it died under her watch, so she's the Chihuahua killer. But it didn't die in a plane crash, so we got that going for us. Let's see. Josh says, appreciate Shane B. I love his reviews, too. Check him out. Sir Buff drinks a lot on YouTube and eventually Facebook again. Scruffy says, I hope you have more listeners than Twitch followers. Yeah, I know. Dude, it's like my second time on Twitch. I don't even know how to... I'm still working on that. But, yeah, raid me. Is that what we do? Do you raid me? I don't know. But I appreciate everybody that's listening. Let's see here. V2, who tries something with less than a 4-liter engine that doesn't blow the head gasket when you go over 3,000 RPM. This is great. Michael D. Smith in the chat. Go to marijuanagolf.com. I'll tell you who's not a terrorist. Michael D. Smith. Go to marijuanagolf.com. Type in The Kevin Holly Show, all one word, in the promo box at checkout, and get 10% off anything in the store. Get your golf balls, get your golf tees, get your hats, get your beautiful, breathable golf polos, get golf bags and other golf apparel for the medicated golfer, and tee it up high. Hit the green. Look at the link in the chat, marijuanagolf.com. Thank you for sponsoring the show. And, man, on the other side of the break, I'm going to get into that story that I teased about the Cougars being freed in New York City. I wish they would free the Cougars in Pasco County where I live because I love Cougars. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's no secret, but I'm being facetious. Which is pretty much why I've gone 7 years now doing this show. Just making myself laugh. I don't know what the hell, but yeah, good times had by all. During the break, I'm going to play a little bit of Coming Home the Band, which is a local band here in the Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater area. They are fantastic, super enjoyable. I'll play a little clip of that, and I might play them a little bit before we close out the show as well, just because they're just killing it right now, and they're such sweet people. Tony and Amberly, and their daughter, Rogie, been on the show once before, and just fantastic music. It's just so refreshing to see people work so hard. And she's making amazing merch, so check out Coming Home the Band. Find them, Google them, buy some merch, some artwork, listen to their music, download it, stream it, subscribe to it, enjoy it. Looking at the chat here, Shane B, especially the caulk gun. That caulk gun was awesome. How do we not talk about that? Yeah, nice caulk. Oh, God. Oh. Nasty. All right, we'll be right back with more of the Kevin Holly Show, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to play a little bit of Jack and Diane, except it's just sucking on chili dogs. That's all it is.
Sucking on a chili dog, 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 sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on a chili dog, sucking on a chili dog, chili dog. Sucking on a chili dog, Sucking on a dog, sucking on a chili dog. Chili. Sucking on a chili dog.
All right, I can't anymore. We're going to go to break right now. Here's some Coming Home the Band. Coming Home the Band. Everybody check them out. Download it, stream it, subscribe to it, buy some merch. Oh, I just love it. I wanted to sit back down real quick. During the break here, I just couldn't break long enough. This is so cool, man. Look at this. Hell yeah. And kind of zoom into it here. That's Jason. He passed away, their drummer. Rest in peace, my man. They're still going. They're still an awesome band. I'm sure he's looking down and watching them right now. I'm very proud of them. Just wanted to share that with everybody. We'll be right back with more of the Kevin Holly Show.
Ever shared a lustful evening with a Muslim woman?
You're listening to WBRFM, Real Radio for real people.
Hi, this is Andrew from the Harps, and you're listening to GOG 109 FM. Enjoy it! Hi, this is Andrew from the Harps. Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show. Enjoy it!
This is Chris Glick from the world-famous Vaping Show Periscope, and you are listening to The Kevin Holly Show on IRN on TuneIn Radio. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. All right.
شما دارین گوش میدین به Kevin Holly Show. شما دارین گوش میدین به Kevin Holly Show. شما دارین گوش میدین به برنامه Kevin Holly.
Man, when you doing the Kevin A. Holly Show again? Don't that come on Wednesday nights, right? I need to call in. I ain't called in to your show in a while. I need to call in again. Y'all still got the same number? I lost the damn number. I need to call in again.
Hi, this is Lisa London, and you are listening to The Kevin Holly Show.
That is not fucking cool.
Hey, yo, this is the original Guido, Skinny Vinny, wrestling manager at ACW, and you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show. Why? Because your mother told you not to. Turn the freaking volume up, you monkey.
Playing some great music all around the world on WBRFM.com and TuneIn Radio.
Hey, this is a cat named Mo from 102.5 The Bone, and you are listening to The Kevin Holly Show on Internet Radio. Don't call it a podcast.
That was awesome! Oh my god!
I'm gonna do one too. You ready? Okay.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Jason.
Hi, Jason.
I work in waste management, and you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show. Enjoy it!
Yes, that was better than what's her name?
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back with more of the cat named Mo Show. I really just said that.
It's mine!
The Kevin Mo Show.
Trucker Rob on the Kevin Holly Show. When he's not driving trucks, he's knucking futz.
You are listening to the Kevin Holly Show. The Kevin Holly Show. The Kevin Holly Show.
Everybody, get ready. Tomorrow, November 17th, 2015, it's the Kevin Holly Show live from 8 to 11. It's Wednesday. And if you call in tomorrow, you can speak to a live Syrian refugee just recently transplanted from the middle of who hell knows where. And you can call us at 727-657-3686. And you too can speak to him and ask questions that everybody in America's dying to know right now on the Kevin Holly Show, because we bring it, and we bring it real.
Ever shared a lustful evening with a Muslim woman?
He's the punk that comes on Wednesday night with Jace Bloodstain on the chair, yeah. He's the voice in your head, makes you wish you were dead, like the old guy who can't hear. He's really fucking bad, his show is really sad, how lonely is his fucking life? With your head spinning around as you listen to the sound of this gay podcast, and shout! The Kevin Holly Show! Shout! It's the Kevin Holly Show!
Hi, this is Andrew from the Harps, and you are on Spotify. Enjoy it!
Hi, this is Sharon Buckles. I am the dominatrix Selena Krause from the upcoming Scorpion Girl. and I am happy to be on the Kevin Holly Show.
Hi, this is Clark Brooks, and you're listening to The Kevin Holly Show. Probably not where you envisioned yourself at this point in your life, but here you are. Make the best of it.
You are listening to The Kevin Holly Show with Scott Butler, myself, and Kevin Holly, and everyone else. And this was a great fun time. So listen in. Listen every day, or weekly, or however often you play it.
I'm
strictly dickly.
It's Wednesday.
Oh, wait. Hello? Hello? Is this a mic? Is this mic on? Hello? Is anybody here? Is this mic working? Hello? Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Hello? Anybody out there? Muy bien, como va? Arrivederci. Hello? I said, is anybody here? Nobody's listening to me. I don't know if this thing is on. Hello? I'm trying to call the Kevin Holly Show. Hello? Nobody's answering. Son of a bitch. Nobody's listening to me. Anyways, well, I tried to call you, Kevin, and, you didn't pick up the phone, so I guess nobody's listening. Nobody cares. That's right. Nobody cares. Anyways, call me back, Kevin. Hello.
You don't like guys in makeup or what? You shot your wad right in the beginning, man.
I'm eating a double cheeseburger.
You're eating a double cheeseburger?
I'm eating a double cheeseburger right now.
I shot the zombie, but I did not shoot the little boy. I shot Harambe, but I did not shoot the little boy. Harambe come to Cincinnati Zoo to live his life out on display. That little boy was found not guilty for the killing of Harambe. For the killing of Harambe. But I say, I shot Harambe, but I swear it was for self-defense. I shot Harambe, 'cause a little boy climbed over the fence. That's where I gotta stop.
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
I've got a pirate radio station. Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
Oh, welcome back, everybody, to the final segment of the Kevin Holly Show. I really appreciate everybody sticking around for the full 3 hours. The chat room's been on fire. You guys are so cool. I really enjoyed the phone call with Shane B and KC. That was a lot of fun, playing the No Trumps game. Wow, that chick's a firecracker, tell you what. She's got a beef, but I've known her for a long time. She's doing her thing. She's got a beef with Pat. I love Pat. Known him a long time. I'm not going to get in the middle of it. Let them hash it out. I love them both. Cool people. Oh, man. What a good time, though. So, welcome back to the show. Let me get right into it. It's mind-boggling to me. Growing up outside of Chicago and then moving to beautiful Pasco County, you may have recognized Pasco County from Live PD. Live PD's nuts. And it's been a lot of fun living here. I love it. It's paradise. I live in the better part of, beautiful Newport Richey. Although I'm in downtown Newport Richey right now at the Dump Tower Studios, which is a little bit of a challenge once in a while. Like we had the police in the parking lot just a little while ago. Yeah, doing their thing. Hey, there's people walking around out there. So it's a good time. But imagine living in New York right now. If you lived in New York right now, what would be going on? Would you be, would you be on lockdown? Would you be taxed out of your property, out of your business? Would you be under the rule of a tyrannical governor who touches girls' butts in the office? Not just sniffing their butts, but actually touching them. And speaking of girls' butts, I like girls. You know, there's a term for women in their 40s, and I gotta tell you, I know a lot of women in their 40s. I'm not a player. I'm a very monogamous person, you know. But there's some very beautiful women in my life that are in their 40s. One of them is supposed to be here, but she's not. That would be Holland. And, you know, just a lot of adorable people in their 40s. They're hot. Are they MILFs if they have kids? Yes. Are they cougars because of their age and, you know, how hot they are? You know, crawling around the bar, having a Chardonnay with ice cubes in it. Just looking at the younger men or other men in the 40s, you know. Cougars. Wow. Looking at the chat, we've got someone who's not a cougar, but more of a millennial. Summer Sweeney. Wow. Getting married to my friend Glick soon. Gotta love that. Oh, yeah. Oh, V2, you know who, says, where did I say I'm in downtown Newport Richie, Cougar Central. You're in Toronto, probably on lockdown, just like those people in New York. Well, guess what happened in New York? V2, you know who? Guess what happened in New York? There was a cougar that was kept as an illegal pet, and it was removed from a New York City home. An 80-pound cougar. Now, let's just dissect that for a moment. I like skinny chicks. 80 pounds is a little light for me. It's about half my weight. But imagine an 80-pound cougar. You know, imagine a 145-pound cougar, though. Oh. It was removed from a New York City apartment where she was being kept illegally as a pet. Now, I may or may not have kept a cougar as a pet before in my life. But animal welfare officials said on Monday that the owner of the 11-month-old female cougar... Whoa, slow down with the 11-month-old. I think it meant... in cougar years, that's like 46, I'm pretty sure. Let me just carry the one out of it. Yeah, that's a 46-year-old female cougar, and they had to surrender her on Thursday. The director of Animal Disaster Response for the Humane Society of the United States said in a news release. But that cougar, nicknamed Sasha, spent the weekend at the Bronx Zoo. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been to many a zoo before with cougars, and... it's unfortunate that they have to be caged up like that. It's not like, yes, they're a kitten, you know. Hello, cougar kitten. But do you ever spend a weekend at the zoo? No. But this cougar did. And she's now headed to the Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge in Arkansas, where she'll probably meet up with Bill Clinton. Allegedly. I don't know. It could be, it could not be. But I've never seen a cougar in the wild. I don't know if you have. But I have seen them on leashes, smashed in cages. I've also seen the heartbreak of owners, like in this case, after being sold not just a wild cougar, but a false dream that they could make a good pet. Now, let me ask you this. For all you single ladies out there, do you think you'd make a good pet? Are you a cougar? If so, call the show at 727-550-7886. I think cougars make fantastic pets. I've had great experiences with cougars in my life. Have I ever kept one in a cage? No. Had they asked? Maybe. Have I ever pet a cougar? Yes, many times. Do I enjoy the company of a cougar in my presence? Albeit dangerous. But yes, I do. Very much enjoy the company of a cougar. I like to pet the cougar, you know. I like when the cougar pets me. That salty tongue on the side of my face, just licking away at it, you know. I try to shave into a goatee just for this conversation, but does it really matter? Because a wild cougar doesn't really care. Does a wild cougar really care if you're clean shaven or not? No, they don't. I can speak from experience. They do not. They said this cougar was relatively lucky because the owners, who live in the Bronx, recognized that a wild cougar is not fit to live in an apartment Yeah. Duh. A wild cougar needs to run and roam and be free. A wild cougar in New York City needs to leave New York City and move to Pasco County, where cougars are openly welcomed. We've got the Big Cat Rescue. We've got Carol fucking Baskin. Ultimate cougar. Are you kidding me? I think that if all cougars from New York City would just take a moment to consider moving to Pasco County, then maybe the world would be a better place. If I could have just one day with each cougar from New York City, just to pet the cougar, snuggle the cougar, I think the world would be a better place. There would be less violence. There would be less racism. There would be less terrorism. And I know how much that means to people in New York City. So let your cougars free, New Yorkers. And don't say things like, well, I'm from New York, and I know about cougars. No, you don't. You don't know about cougars just because you're from New York, clearly. As this cougar had a false dream that they could make a good pet. But in Pasco County, Florida, cougars do make good pets. I know this from experience. The owner's tears and nervous chirps from the cougar as she was driven away painfully drives home the many victims of this horrendous trade and myth that wild cougars belong anywhere but Pasco County. The Department of Environmental Conservation... I'm sorry, I'm a little choked up over this. The Department of Environmental Conservation Commissioner Basil Segos said that while cougars may look cute and cuddly, these animals can grow up to be unpredictable and dangerous. And I can tell you, again, from experience, based on where I live in beautiful downtown Newport Richey, that indeed cougars are unpredictable and dangerous. But all that said, the Bronx Zoo director, Jim Brehene, said the exotic pet trade makes no contribution to the conservation of endangered cougars. These cougars often end up in very bad situations, kept by private individuals like myself, who don't have the resources, but I do. Or the facilities, I do. Or the knowledge, I do. Or expertise to provide for the animal's most basic needs. You're looking at it right here. I am the cougar's most basic needs. New York has seen other notable cases involving dangerous animals in private residences, including Ming, a 400-pound cougar that was removed from a Harlem apartment in 2003. Now, is a 400-pound cougar endangered, unpredictable, or dangerous? Oh, hell yes. Hell yes, it is. It's 400 fucking pounds, but nevertheless, still a cougar. Ming's owner, Antoine Yates, was arrested and sentenced to 5 months in prison for reckless endangerment of that cougar. And Ming died in 2019 at the Noah's Lost Ark Exotic Cougar Rescue Center in Ohio, not far from the Cincinnati Zoo, where my boy Harambe got smoked for trying to care for a child, which, I don't know if you're savvy on this, but cougars are also guilty of trying to care for a child. Police Commissioner Dermot Shea said the Cougars case is currently under investigation and no further information is available at this time. But I'm here to tell you, listeners of the Kevin Holly Show, I love you. I'm here to tell you that I have a safe sanctuary for cougars in beautiful Pasco County, Florida. Live PD welcomes the cougars. Let's just call them Cougar Patrol. You know, Cougar Patrol is on point in Pasco County, and I'm a champion to tell you all that you are welcome here. We have lower taxes, no state income tax. We have opportunity here. We don't have a mask mandate. We have a governor who cares about the cougars. And I will take this to the grave to let you know I care about you as well. So don't listen to these people from New York that say, oh, these cougars are unpredictable and dangerous. Albeit that might be correct, but don't let them tell you. Learn for yourself. Adopt a cougar. If you need advice on adopting a cougar, you can reach out to me or the Associated Press. I just want everyone to know that we here at the Kevin Holly Show are cougar friendly. Looking in the chat room, cougars are also... Kegels? Do cougars do kegels? I can't even... Cougars are usually still very much in their hunting prime and still bring home the bacon. Very true. And healthy. Chris is giving me crap about being in your live feed right now, says Summer Sweeney. Well, that's okay. Millennials are also welcomed friends of cougars. So I left his and I will spend the rest of the night here, she says. Meow. Thank you. Millennials are also welcomed. Just don't vote blue, because what are the cougars going to think? I don't want cougars and millennials fighting. It's just stupid. I mean, pity I'm not close by, says V2 you-know-who. I'd even volunteer there. Mucking stalls, doing their laundry, fluffing their pillows. I agree. I might even consider biting their pillows. Speaking of pillows, hello! The My Pillow guy should come up with a pillow that is tailored for a cougar. Because we all know that cougars love pillows. They love sleeping under many, many blankets with a fan on in the air conditioning. And in Florida, that's a requirement. But it's also a resource that I have. I have 2 fans. They're in the chat right now. I'm playing. So yes, Cougars Unite. Come to Pasco County. And let's all just be one happy cougar family. You know what I'm saying? Why not? It's all good. That being said, I want to move on. I know most people probably don't want to move on, but I am highly educated on this. The word of the day today, by the way, is... alma mater. And that is a school or college or university at which one has studied and usually from which one has graduated. Alma mater. I happen to be studying biology, anthropology, and environmental science right now at Pasco Hernando State College in beautiful Pasco County because I want to be one with the cougar. So right now, my alma mater is... alma mater. Pasco Hernando State College. Oh, yes. And this is something that a cougar does that other cats do not do. That is true. And women, for that matter. Summer, I understand. Call the show, 727-550-7886. That's 727-550-7886. It's in the chat. And if you're a cougar, I'd love to hear from you about your, opportunities in beautiful downtown Newport Richey. I just saying. There is a movement, and you are all welcome here. There you go. Whew. Yeah. Soon to be Chris and Summer Glick. Josh. Cougars will adopt house cats and often will have a few house cats at their lair to give their den a more homey feel. I don't know about how I feel about homies feeling my cougars, though. Oh, homey feel. Yeah, I know. I get it. Yeah. Homey feel. Whew, because, when homies start getting excited about cougars, they start speaking in tongues, they start saying weird things, they start going to Baptist churches, and they're like, oh, good Lord, get going in your life, good Lord.
Every sodomite's butthole will get cancer in the butthole. It'll burn and burn and burn. They won't be able to sit down because of the burning in their butthole. He can't sit down. He's got a burning in his butthole. He's got a fire. He's got a flame coming out of his butthole. God's going to have a flame coming out of your butthole. You're going to have a flame coming out of your butthole. If you thought that AIDS was bad, you ain't seen nothing yet.
You ain't seen nothing yet. What about feline AIDS, man? That is something to be considered when speaking of Pasco County Cougars. How come there's not a Pasco County cougar vaccine for feline AIDS, man? What has happened to this country? Cougars' lives matter. I'm tired of it. Set them free. Let the cougars roam. Let the cougars come home.
Until you see the flaming butthole, your butthole will be flaming and you will not be able to sit down. Until you have a flame coming out of your butthole, and there'll be people walking around all over America with flames coming out of their butthole.
But not in Pasco County, because the cougars will roam free. And you can go to your favorite establishment, Pockets, Rockets, whatever it might be called, your local fish and chip English joint cricketers, your Beef O'Brady's, and I guarantee you, after listening to this show, the Cougars will be released. They're coming home to roost! The Cougars are coming home to roost!
Everyone who takes it up the rear, everyone who has a penis injected in his butthole, when that penis comes out, the flame will start burning, because ain't nobody gonna stick no penis in that flame.
Okay, Summer Sweeney's got better things to do. All right, see you later then, Summer Sweeney. Have a good one. Guess, millennials and cougars just don't mix. Whatever. Whew, man. What about midgets, though? What about midgets? What do you do with a dead midget? You can't bury it in the soil. It'll ruin the fucking soil. Nothing's ever going to grow there.
Oh, sucking on a doll, sucking on a chili doll, sucking on. Sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on a dog, sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on chili, sucking on a dog. Sucking on.
All right, suck on a chili dog, Summer Sweeney. Oh, what a night, man. I love doing a solo show. It's a lot of fun. It really is. It's like, what do you really do, though? How do you get into it? And Summer says, I'm not a cougar, I'm a panther. Okay, well, what about a jaguar? For all you 65-plus retirees in Florida, which is God's waiting room. How about them jaguars? They're like, meow. It's like a pack of Marlboros meowing at you at the bar with some clown makeup. Like, meow. Oh, man. What is a guy my age called? I'm not a cougar. What the hell am I? What am I? A cabana boy for a cougar? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, cougars' lives matter. That's all I got to say about that. Let's see. What else do I have in store for you guys? I got some stuff. Man, there's so many things here. It's a little bit ridiculous, to be honest with you. I like I like going through Facebook and saving things and not looking at them until my show starts. And then I have like a list of things that I haven't even looked at myself. And it's a segment that I haven't done in a while on the show. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the chat room. And Josh says, creepy. Your age is creepy. Do I look creepy to you, Josh? With these cool, cat print glasses I'm wearing? Look at that. It's like leopard skin. A leopard. Is that what I am? No, I'm more like a leper. Anyway, yeah, Josh, I'm 10 years from it. Thanks, dude. Yeah, thanks for aging me, you prick. I'm just kidding. So I've got some things that I like to talk about that I don't know what the hell it is. Let me see if I can find something good here. Scrolling through the Facebook saved. Here we go. Here's a video of a New Jersey waitress. I hope this works. That chased a patron out of... let's see here. New Jersey waitress. Probably not a cougar. A New Jersey waitress. Yeah, you can see that. Look at how I'm struggling through this. You guys can see that. That's great, huh? What the fuck? Oh, so stupid. Okay. All right. That's really going to do this to me. Maybe I can play the... I can't do anything! What? It's giving me the instructions on how to do it. Continue to cite. Here we go. I'm a caveman. What do you want? I'm a fucking leper. All right, here we go.
5 people accused of abducting a waitress after she chased after them for not paying their check. It happened Saturday night about 20 miles south of Philly. Surveillance video shows the waitress chasing after a white Dodge Durango, and eventually she ends up inside that vehicle. Police say she was assaulted and eventually ditched on the side of the road. Officials released these photos of 3 men and 2 women who are wanted for questioning.
Okay, so they dined and dashed.
Dylan Dreyer.
And, oh, stop. They dined and dashed and ended up, she chased them and then ended up inside of their vehicle, which was a Dodge Durango, which is a common cougar vehicle. But that's got to suck, Like, that's why I was a waiter and a bartender for a long time. You never ever chase a customer for any reason, whether they didn't tip or you want their phone number or they're dining and dashing, just don't engage. Just don't engage. You end up in a Dodge Durango and 5 people, oh man. I just, I don't like that. Let's see here. New Joycey. New Joycey. It's pronounced according to my buddy Vincenzo, who lives there. Yeah, all right then. New Joycey. I don't know, I've never been there. My sister lived there for a while. She's a cougar. She's got fake boobs, by the way. Beautiful 52-year-old woman with fake boobs. Let's see here. What else do we have that's fun? Oh, man. Did you guys see there was some kids that like they kind of like bombed a roll call at a school board meeting, and the person was trying to call people up to talk, and it was names like Haywood Jablomi. It was like, do I have that? I don't even know. If I find it, I'll play it. It was just hilarious. Or if you have it, share it with me real quick, and I'll play it. A lot of good stuff here. Let's see here. Joy Behar. Do we want to play that? Probably not. Here, this is a great one. This is only 22 seconds long. Here, I'm going to pull this one up here for you guys. People love parrots. I love birds. I wouldn't want to own a bird, you know what I mean? But this is pretty good stuff here. Let me pull this up, and here we go. Terrifying. That's why I prefer cougars over birds. I mean, look at this thing. What the hell is that? Like, who has a bird for a pet? You can't do anything with it. You can't pet it. It probably bites everybody, and then it says some stupid shit that your Alexa probably picks up, and next thing you know, you're on a list, What the hell's that all about? I got a lot of stuff here. I should turn this little window off, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Anyway, there's so many stupid things floating around on the internet. Let's see here. All right, here's something I can read to everybody. Looking back in the chat room here. She has DWS, divorced woman syndrome, and she's got alimony. Okay. My video's stalling. Yeah, it's probably the dump tower connection. That's cool. Here we go. This is from back in February. Okay. This is my friend Robert Duchemin and a post that he wrote, February 24th. Wednesday worries. The decision to leave election law hidden beneath a shroud of doubt is baffling. By doing nothing, we invite further confusion and erosion of voter confidence. Our fellow citizens deserve better and expect more of us. Yeah, that couldn't be any better said. That is what Justice Clarence Thomas wrote Monday in his dissent when the Supreme Court refused to consider the massive constitutional violations in the Pennsylvania elections. Don't let anybody tell you the courts rejected the evidence. The courts refused to hear the evidence. As Justice Thomas stated, that is a far bigger danger to our freedom. China Joe imposed sanctions on a Russian company involved in the Nord 2 gas pipeline. The same sanctions, however, were already in place under a more comprehensive order issued by Trump. It would seem to be a small mistake, but it didn't stop there. The State Department made a big deal of it Monday until a reporter pointed out that China Joe did something irrelevant and the actual sanctions were imposed by the Trump administration. Spokesperson Ned Price was so flustered by somebody who didn't follow the prearranged questions that he lost it. You wouldn't have thought Ned was the person in the story who was suffering from senility, but then he got mad and almost went Andrew Cuomo on the reporter. But it got worse. Joe Biden tried to remedy his blunder Tuesday and mistakenly canceled all the sanctions, putting the State Department into a tizzy. They wanted him as their president, now they get to deal with him. Poetic justice. I guess election fraud has consequences. Speaking of the mental midget, last week, Joe Biden said Hispanics and blacks cannot figure out how to use the internet. I didn't think he could get any lower, but he started his week by saying the N-word here. during a virtual German security convention. Apparently, he wanted to fit in with the people who have a real history of racism. I don't know how true this is. It was back from February. I'd have to research that. But anyway, if Kamala doesn't shut him up by next week, he's going to be trying to repeal the 13th Amendment and not just the first 10. The Senate confirmation hearings were a blast yesterday. A federal judge who China Joe wants to be his attorney general stated under oath that he did not know whether it is illegal for people to sneak into his into this country undocumented. I guess it's too much for him to actually read the statute. He said he had not even thought about it, but he will prosecute any white men who don't admit they are racist, something that is not the law or even logical. In another amazing bout of hypocrisy, Biden opened up the facility to hold unaccompanied minors who are in this country illegally. This is what he criticized as inhumane. When President Trump used the same facility China Joe and the Obama had constructed, Kamala actually called it a war crime. His redheaded stepchild of a press secretary claimed it's different now because Biden is running it and they have it rearranged so the minors can keep people from seeing them. I'm sure it's much safer to have unaccompanied teenagers, some of whom belong to MS-13 and other gangs, grouped in a facility where nobody can see what they're doing. So if everything is the same, but you make it so nobody can see inside, it's no longer inhumane or a war crime. They have learned much from the news media and big tech parasites on the White House staff. Everybody is so excited about President Trump being at CPAC that they overlooked the real star this year, Kristi Noem. I want her to stay at my house while she is in town for the convention, but apparently Byron, her husband, would feel uncomfortable with me constantly hitting on his wife. Either that was the reason she isn't staying at my house, or it's because when I keep calling her office to offer my hospitality, they keep saying, Robert who? Click. I will not be deterred. Another fine post by Mr. Robert Dushman. Looking in the chat room, Doucheman? Really? So the U.S. is turning into Canada. Yeah, right. I remember this post, says Josh. Yeah, good on you. I think it's self-explanatory, sneaking in since they're undocumented, hence obviously not legal. Duh. I get that as well. Great chat. I love it, man. There's people in the comments on that post that they will be coming for the Supreme Court justices soon enough. Justice Thomas better vet his security detail. Looks like I have another favorite Dushman post. When you publish your book with all your posts in it, I suggest that be the title. That's great. That guy's on fire all the time. He's a loose cannon, too, which is great. You know, I love that stuff. Sorry to bore anybody that didn't want to hear that, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's see. You want to do a little live on live with the... Is this still live? The Glick Show? Let's see what they have to say.
Browns. I'm not talking about the players. I'm talking about staff. You know,
that comes with anyways. I think a lot of the salaries
not going to do
like
it.
That come on.
Not going to do it. They're talking about football. Anyway. Oh, there's so many stupid things. Here's a post. How does Jen Psaki stay so thin when she eats Fox News reporters for lunch every single day? So stupid. Oh my God. What are we going to do, guys? What are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Are you going to revolt? Are you going to rise up? Are you going to go home? Are you going to stay home, save lives? What are you going to do? You know what I mean? Are you going to get vaxxed, not get vaxxed? Are you going to wear a mask, not wear a mask? Are you going to wear 2 masks? What are we supposed to do? What are you going to do? You know, are you going to follow the word of Jen Psaki as gospel? Are you going to follow the word of a doctor like Dr. Christina Parks? Are you going to be labeled as a conspiracy theorist until that conspiracy theory comes true? Are you going to just bury your head in the sand? Are you going to just, I don't really care, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to get involved? What's really happening? Is our country slipping through the cracks of socialism? Is it democratic socialism? Oh, let's put the word democratic in front of it, and then it's no longer socialism. What the hell's really happening? You know? I have no idea about current events anywhere, Kevin, so grant me a little room for leeway if I say something that makes you wonder if I just did a blast of crack. You're fine. No, you're totally fine. I'll talk about football in 2 weeks. NCAA sucks, SEC only, go Gators. I'm more of a Pasco Hernando State College football fan right now, but, you know, it is for good reason. I mean, after all, they are my...
alma mater.
I know. It's like, so I don't think that nobody sees what's happening. I think plenty of people see what's happening, but big tech, social media, the media, the regular news media, every fucking commercial you hear on the radio and on TV, everybody's newsfeed is flooded with it. The suppression, the censorship, they don't want us to see what's happening. And God forbid we talk about what we see happening. We talk about what we see happening, and we're labeled, we're flagged, we have a banner under whatever it is that we said on social media that's like, oh, hey, this has been fact-checked. You know what? There's one type of person out there that the fact checks are designed to please. Those fact checkers are not designed to change the minds of conservatives. Those fact checkers are not there to persuade people that are on the fence. There's one reason why the fact checkers exist in social media, and that one reason is to please certain people on the far left. Like, look at us, we're suppressing this information and putting a banner on it and fact-checking it to make you happy so that you know that your favorite platform, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook or whatever, that we're working with you to save lives. And it makes them feel good. How does it feel to know, if you are one of those people, how does it feel to know that the fact checkers, which are such a joke, how does it feel to know that they're made to please people like you? That must be a real gut punch, man. And if it's not, then you're just willfully ignorant. I don't see it any other way. It's just factual. The fact checkers are made for you, for people like you. The weak-minded people that aren't critical thinkers, that think censorship is the only way. Do you really think censorship is going to fix the world? Do you think that a fact check on a opinion post on social media is going to change the world and you feel good about it? You feel good about it. Yeah, don't let those people spread dangerous misinformation. Well, here's a bit of dangerous misinformation. The COVID-19 vaccines don't stop the spread of COVID-19. They are not immunizations. So when you say things like, get vaccinated, do it for others, you're talking out of your ass. It does nothing for others. The only things that it might do for others is, maybe free up some hospital beds. But guess what else frees up some hospital beds? Antibodies. The antibody treatments that you can take, different therapeutics also work. Why aren't you talking about that? The numbers are down right now since last week, like way down. In Texas, they're like, whoo, way down here. Why aren't they talking about that? Just know, the people that are saying anti-vaxxers are the problem, I've got an all anti-vaxxers that you label people that haven't been COVID-19 vaccinated yet. We're not anti-vaxxers. We have all of our vaccines. So do our children. So do our pets. Okay? So we're not anti-vaxxers. We have the vaccines for everything else. We're just anti this particular vaccine because maybe we have the antibodies already. Maybe we believe in the therapeutics that help. Maybe we believe that we can just beat it, or have already beat it twice like me. Okay? So they're not anti-vaxxers, but just know this. You vax Nazis out there and you mask holes that keeps preaching to everybody else with your gaslighting and your virtue signaling, just know this. Those fact checkers are made to make you feel good. How does that feel? How does that really feel? Those fact checker banners and the censorship and suppression and throttling is to make you feel good. It's not accomplishing anything. It's not going to change my mind or his mind or her mind. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to stop any misinformation. All it's doing is making you feel good. How does that feel? You're the reason that there's banners and fact-checking and suppression and censorship. That's got to really suck. What kind of, and you can't type this on Facebook, but what kind of pussy are you? Really? What kind of pussy are you? That you have to be cradled and agree with something like censorship so you feel good about what you're doing. Look at me. Look at what I did. I did something for others, even though what I did for others really doesn't do anything for others. God, how dumb. Oh, and again, I'm not a doctor. You want to get a vaccine? So many people I know that I love are vaccinated. That's good. Good for you. Go if you feel like you need to get it. I'll drive you there. But the people that are preaching to others, if you're not vaccinated, you're not allowed to get treatment. You're making other people sick. How? You're vaccinated. You can still spread it. You can spread the variants that you're probably, like what she said, you're probably developing. You should be thanking me for developing the antibodies for the variants that the vaccinated people are cultivating in their vaccinated host bodies. Follow the science, right? That's the case. That's the real deal. That's the news they're suppressing. Why are they suppressing that? Why don't they want you to know that? Something else is going on. But beyond that, next to that, aside from that, they're making these banners on every freaking social media post to please you, you anti-vaxxer mask hole. How does that feel? You're being cradled like a little baby. How does that feel? Oh, God damn. Oh, looking in the chat. Being in Canada with the media is so controlled, I don't read anything but maps and CD covers and get my info from podcasts and now Pat's stream. God bless you. Canadians are so blanketed in a I don't know that word. Is that duvet of bullshit that they enjoy, since we're spoiled in a place as large as the U.S. but with 1/10 of the population. Been fact checked after the doctor at the school board meeting, right? Actually, it makes you more dangerous since you don't even know you're carrying it. A person who isn't vaccinated will get sick and thus remove themselves from public circulation, so they're actually better at preventing its spread. Agreed, because the people that are vaccinated are like, I don't need a mask, we can go to Bonnaroo, woohoo, and they're spreading it around, you know? That's misinformation. That's the dangerous misinformation that I'm talking about, but you don't hear that in your banners and your censorship on social media. No, instead they're saying things like, well, COVID-19 is a vaccine that's been heavily investigated and vetted. Learn more by clicking here. They're doing that for you, you mask hole, you vaccination Nazi. How does that feel? Oh my God! If that was me, I would change my mind about it. I would stop preaching about it, whatever it might be. Oh, the fact checkers made sure to make others understand the masks do work according to their studies, but my post had studies and science behind it as well, and it got censored. Thank you, Josh. And the more it spreads, regardless of infection, the greater the likelihood of it mutating into the next strain. Yeah. And this is my opinion, and I've been vaccinated since I work at a community healthcare center in Toronto. Thank you very much for your service, and thank you for your opinion being on the front lines. Not everybody on the front lines, listen. Doctors, nurses, surgeons, PhDs, professionals of all sorts, of all races and colors and creeds can also be indoctrinated. You can have a doctor that's an alcoholic. You can have a doctor that is indoctrinated and just believes whatever side of things. You can have an ultra left-wing lunatic, progressive, socialist, Green New Deal, fucking just slightly left of Jane Fonda type, crazy lunatic doctor. You know? And those are the people that are supporting these fact-checking things. How does it feel to be on that? It's just ridiculous to me. It really is. It really is to me, you know, and the most common arguments that I keep getting from people is like, well, just wear your mask. Why do I see you out at Beef O'Brady's without a mask then? And if science is saying that any air gap in your mask, even an N95, as soon as you touch it, when you think of it in the medical field, you know, it's compromised. Do you put that N95 mask up on your rearview mirror and put it back on later? And wipe your face and then grab your mask and put it on, or take it down to sneeze and then put it back on? Come on, man. What are you really talking about? Really? Masks? Really? Really? Oh, if it saves one life. The droplets, they come out. It just saves when you sneeze. How many people are you seeing sneezing in their masks when you're at Publix? How many people are like in their masks? Thank God they're wearing it. Thank God I got mine on because that dude's coughing uncontrollably over there. No, they're not. You don't see it anywhere. Your mask is doing jack shit. And to put it on the children because the teachers are scared, some teachers are scared. Don't mask my children because you're scared of something. Change your profession. Put yourself in a bubble. Make a plexiglass house around you if you need to. But don't try to teach a child speech therapy when you're both wearing a mask. How? But you know what? That fact checker's made for you. How's it feel, jackass? So tired of it.
Alma mater.
My alma mater's closed for like a year. I was going to be a nurse. I started at Pasco Hernando State College, which would be I'm almost done with, I'm like halfway through my second science degree, and I was going to become a nurse or an EMT because I thought it would be awesome. The amount of work in Florida is never ending. It's God's waiting room, and it pays pretty good and you get great benefits. But at the same time, while I'm starting school, they close the whole campus down. Well, I don't want to be a shitty nurse. I don't want to learn it all online and not be able to go to lab or have it take 4 years when it should only take 2. It's making people not want to have to wear a mask or get vaccinated. What are you doing to the supply of medical professionals? I'm one of them. Hello, I wanted to do it, and now I've changed my mind. Because I don't want to be forced to take a vaccination, and I don't want to be forced to wear a mask every day at work. Because they've been proven not to work. They don't work. They do work the way they were designed, to suppress your symptoms. Get your booster if you need to, whatever you want to do. That's on you, but don't force me out of a profession that I wanted to do because I wanted to help people by lying to me and saying that this vaccine is an immunization. It's not. I'm tired of it, man. Angry. So instead, I started taking finance classes. I'm going to be a CPA instead. Fucking kidding me? I have a huge heart. I'm a guy that wanted to go out there and be a nurse. I wanted to work in a hospital. I wanted to work at an ALF. I wanted to take care of people. And now I don't want to do it. Tired of it. I'll take this last call and we'll wrap it up. Hey, you're live on the Kevin Holly Show.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey.
My mom's been urging me to get vaccinated.
Okay.
Should I do that?
If you want to, it's your choice. Talk to your doctor. Talk to your mom. Don't ask me. I'm an amateur radio guy.
You seem like you have a very strong opinion.
For me, for myself, yes, but I can't help you, sir.
You had an opinion on the children as well.
Yeah, I have kids. I have an opinion about my kids.
Okay, well, you were speaking in general about the children.
No, I said don't mask my kids, specifically. I said my kids many times. What's your name, sir?
My name?
Oh, you have to ask me what I just asked you because you're going to make up a name? Come on, dude. What are you, trolling me?
No.
Listen, it's nice talking to you, man. Have a great night. Go to PHSC.
Alma mater.
Listen, everybody, thank you for listening to the show. I don't take troll phone calls. I mean, if I had more time, I probably would engage with this guy, but what are you really doing, dude? You got nothing better to do but call and try to say things that I didn't actually say. Whatever, man. It's ridiculous. But I love you for listening anyway, and I hope you continue to consume this product because at some point, it might be all I got. I don't know. But anyway, I had a blast with you guys. I really did. Shane B, thank you for the call. Casey, that was a great call. I had a lot of fun talking with everybody in the chat. Josh, you're badass. V2, you know who, awesome in the chat as well. Thank you everybody on Periscope, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and also on Twitch, which is my new favorite platform. You guys are badass, man. Thank you, Patrick Welsh, for everything you've done in the last couple of weeks. Thank you to Yofre and Shannon for an awesome week so far. Those guys are so badass. Catch us next week, man. I don't even know where to go with this. I got to get out of here. We're on a strict time limit here. Anyway, thanks everybody. Have a great night. I'm Kevin Holly. I'll see you later. All right. Get your vax if you want to. Love you.
Kevin's getting tired. It's time to end the show. He really freaking blew. It's end of the Kevin Holly Show.
I'd like to thank you for listening to the Kevin Holly Show. I hope you've had as much fun as we have bringing it to you. It's really been a pleasure, and be sure and get us again next week.
Okay.